No, I just started. What matters is when I hit the live button, not necessarily when everything is ready.
No, you're late.
No, I'm late because of you. Oh my god.
Look, it was worth it, was it not?
We're not even done, are we? You said to try something else.
I don't know.
So like I can. Wait, I can't even get that third button.
I have to go look at it, but you're.
There, it got the third button, but now it's like stuck, and it's not going any further than this.
I don't think that's gonna go any further. I think it's just like one of the top upper buttons is like also separate. I don't think you can take it all the way off.
Okay, well, it's doing the bottom three buttons, but...
Yeah, you should go do like something in the upper top ones too. I don't know.
Nope, that's... I'm just
try like the one above that.
I do, but I'm just grabbing boob.
Yeah, I don't know where the contact is. It's probably gonna be hard to grab.
Now it's stuck again. Okay, I got that one. This is just grabbing claw.
Might be all it is, because I think you're. Yeah, I think that's all it is. Is you're supposed to be able to peek in there with. You know, let me. Try that now. If you move the top, like that one where you were grabbing. Like I said, I think it's just for peeking.
Let me reset excess overlay to see if that fixes anything, even though it probably won't. Alright, what am I trying?
It's just like a top one again. Like I said, it's probably just for.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all it's for.
Okay.
Unless there's like one of the upper ones like above that you can grab, but like yeah, it's fine. I just turn that off and.
Yeah, I can't grab the top one at all. And then.
Yeah, you probably can't go any higher. Maybe.
It also seems like I can't do the peeking one anymore. Or you probably just.
Oh no, I turned off the texture.
Excess overlay attempt 2. Hey. Did that work? Maybe I shouldn't celebrate too soon, because now I can't bring up the windows.
Don't worry, Chad. I just bent Newland over. There's photo evidence.
Okay. Hi Air, hi Global, hi Techno Rave, hi Lost One, hi Bits. This sounds sus, they're figuring things out. It is sus, are they doing? What happened was that, excuse me. What happened was, I'm getting ready for stream. And Proxy shows up and he's like, I need you to help test taking my dress off. And I was like, yeah, of course. What map are we at? I think we're at Outset Island.
Why am I sinking? But why am I sinking on your camera? Where am I going?
So it was us. It's Proxy.
I'm not even moving, but like on your camera, I'm just slowly sinking down.
I couldn't tell ya. Wait, here's the portal to Outset Island.
Whew.
Okay. I wish I had a way to reset excess overlay without just fucking hard restarting my computer. Like that, if I could just have that, I'd be happy.
Are you on? That's.
Hi, Feet Chan.
Why is your tits labeled Nintendo?
My tits are not labeled Nintendo. What? let's give you guys a camera.
Definitely had a label on your tits when I loaded in.
Smooth. And look at me! Yay! We could turn the sound down, Jesus. I'm gonna go to the usual spot. Because it's so scenic. It's scenic and you can see the whole island from here. Alright. Pin 1. Anchor. Yep. Flying behavior auto. There it is. Auto level, flying. Alright. Line that up with my feet. Yeah, that's a good angle. Local. Mask. We're going to this one. Okay. Kids come take my shift at work. Nope. Yulin butt jump scare. Not a jump scare. I really want Excess Overlay to work. Hi, Shocky. I really would like it if that was working today. We'll try restarting it one more time. If it doesn't, we'll use the other shit. Which, if it goes anything like it did the last time, will also not work. Ugh. Can you guys believe what Proxy was telling me? He was like, grab the dress right here and just rip it. And I was like, whoa, okay.
Nothing showing.
Huh? I missed what you said.
Oh, I was saying you could. There's nothing showing.
Ooh. I don't even know if this is in TOS.
No.
I think it might actually be working. Oh my god. I think the rules say you need to have a solid bar around the waist. So like, panties and underwear.
Yeah, there is.
No, you don't. You have a whole section here.
No. That garter belt. That's a bar.
No. I don't think that's what they're talking about.
Fine.
I was gonna let you get away with it. Okay. I miss anybody. Techno Rave with the 20 streak. Roxy in my proximity. Can I skip work today so I can be here? Yeah. Live, laugh, leave your job. Of course you can.
Yeah, I only have 3 outfits so far. There's other ones I want, but I haven't put them on yet.
This Excess Overlay program sounds like it's not very good. It's very, very good when it works. Hi, Archangel. Hi, Pixel. When Excess Overlay does what I want it to, it's perfect. It's like, oh my god, I'm so happy. Hi, Nyashu. but it just seems to break
Scared
a
me.
lot.
Holy shit.
And the other thing is that, like, no one else has the problems with it that I do. Everyone else is like, I've never had a problem with XS overlay. It literally only sucks if your name is Euland. Neither seems good. Yeah. Yeah. Like, when I first had problems with it, I'd tell Core about it, and she was just like, we're talking about the same program, right? Because it's never failed for her. And just, this is actually really funny. When I first got it like 4 years ago, it would freeze a lot on me. They changed the UI recently? Yeah. Then when I started streaming, like right before I started streaming, they did this massive UI update. And that like solved all of my problems. Like I didn't have any problems with it for like 5 months. And I was like, holy shit, this works, it's awesome. And then the last 4 months has been having problems again for me, which is like, man, fucking, okay. Lovely outfit,
I'll
Proxy.
tell Shay Shay. What's happening?
Shocky just said lovely outfit.
No, I was saying as in what's happening with your XS overlay. Shocky, thank you.
So it'll just freeze a lot. So like, today, I opened up XS overlay, and then you know the 3 buttons under it that like, are the settings, windows, and delete? That wasn't appearing for me. And so I was just like, because I can't select this, I was just looking at my main monitor. And it was like, well, I guess I'll just close this and reopen it. And the solution was to close it on Steam, reopen it, close it on Steam, or open it again on Steam. And it was having the same issue. So then I was crying because I'm like, it's dead for today, fuck. But magically it worked on
You
the
click
third
on
time.
OBS at any point in the time.
I don't know. Maybe?
Because my OBS will usually always override everything, including like anything like if I have OBS touched, like if it's in the foreground, I can't use any of my mute buttons for like any shortcuts, like any hotkeys. And I wonder if XS Overlay is doing something similar like that.
Alright, for the interrupt? No, it's not an interruption at all. Been a while since I was silent, but I want to say hi to see how everyone is doing. Yeah, it's always good to see you. I'm so far behind in PSO, Nyashu. I see you when I think of PSO. I've been playing every day and doing my dailies and earning Meseta, but like my gear is silver schmells, and I'm like, has it been a year at this point? Oh god, I'm using weapons from a year ago. Lunges. I've been messing around with the new trackers. My scuff is great. Hell yeah. I didn't know that slime trackers worked with Quest 3. And I'm assuming Quest 2. But we were having a conversation with Core and Spacefish yesterday. And yeah, apparently those are compatible. Yeah, they updated with new outfits from Jean. The skirts are shorter than ever. Yeah. Roxy exposed shoulders. I'm very familiar with Elia's outfits. It is 100% a thing Proxy would do. My Archangel. Accessory literally only sex for Heal and you and Special Boy. If I can't click on a screen XS, I just restart it and it's fine. Yulin discrimination. Oh, slimes, I have ultimate ones. They're a bit funky because of the beta. I see you when I think of PSO. I'd remove him for saying that, Nyashu. Nyashu likes PSO. Hi, Kisu. Oh my god, a cute dog.
Hold on, I do have another outfit. I just didn't upload it. 1 second. I go do it right now.
Yeah, I just read that. This is funny. Oops, didn't mean to put the A. Did I do all the lunges? I feel like I didn't. Nice smug. Those booba. I do my stuff on PSO each time, yes, but I love the creation of on there, of course. I've been changing my outfit like weekly. But like, looking at my actual battle power and what I'm doing, I'm like, oh god, I'm so far behind. We do have 11-star weapons now? Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different 11-star weapons. I have none of them. Oh, oh wait, 11, okay. I have a 9-star weapon. There's like 3 or 4 10 stars. I didn't know there was an 11-star now. Only 111? Okay. My biggest problem is that I change classes way too much. In the last, like, 2 weeks, I started playing Gunner again. And I'm already thinking of changing. It's fine, it's not like you have to power through it. So it's good about it. Yeah. Squished a Ewan. No you. I wish there was music at nighttime in this map. That's the only problem with it.
Don't worry, your treadmill will sing you lullabies.
I popped my back. That felt hella good. I love the Wowie dog. Did Global pop in? Global, what the heck? I just saw the notification when I was loading up OBS today. You're fucking weird. I love you, Global. You into indecisive bitch. I am the absolute worst when it comes to, like, picking a class in a game. I saw that coming stuff. Should I tell you? Oh, if you here, you don't want spoilers. No spoilers. I always watch the headline with a friend. And we haven't watched it yet. I saw that the headline was out and we need to get to it. Question mark, was it this time? I mean, there's some interesting stuff on the way. For sure. No, I saw that there was a headline. I thought about watching it, but I'll get to it. Cammy stretch. Oh, I like this one. I mean, I like all your outfits, but I do like this one. I've never been, like, on PSO while the headline is going. That sounds funny. Hi, Smile. Good evening, nerds, nerdettes, and dummies. Yeah, it's around reset time, I think. That's when headlines are. Squats. You're cute.
Oh, I thought Bits was telling me to smile. Never mind. I see Smile is there.
Smile is
that makes more
usually
sense.
not here because this is very, very late for them. However, it's really nice when they are here. Even though I feel like I should be responsible, be like, you should be going to bed, Smile. It's late for you. But I always want them to be here. I like that avatar too. Not too keen on the booth ones, but this one is fantastic. Hi, Josh. I guess it has to do with
It's just Kikyo body. I couldn't tell you the head because my friend chose it years ago. We just now set it up.
Well done. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Thank you.
I need to do more model stuff. Instead, my dumbass goes through 10 days on Stardew Valley every day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really? You play Stardew? Oh, God. It's literally just every time I have, like, 25 minutes, I'm like, that's enough time for a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just play it, but I think I found something that I call Farmered Core. Lightyear... Shit, what's the second? Yes. No, I watched Shockrail play, was it Lightyear Foundation? No, it's... Lightyear Frontier, that's
Happy
it.
belated birthday, Smile.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no, Lightyear Frontier looks good. Would Yuland like a good laugh? I would. I I got stuck in it so much I made an old vacant house I used to go to as a kid as a model. It's not done, right? When I saw Shockrail playing it, there was like a big section of the map that was like not yet uncovered. I think. I don't know if that was like, you know, the game, like, you need to unlock this to unlock this section of the map, or if it's following the Slime Rancher route of, you know, we'll have updates with sections of the map. There's so much content still. Good. Good. It looked a little basic for a farming simulator, but like it's early alpha or early access. Stardew just had its 1.6 update like 2 months ago. And since then, it's all I can play. I guess it has to do with me taking his hair to make friendship brackets. It's 20 minutes after my birthday ended. It is quite late. Happy birthday. That fit is pretty cute. Mommy Shinra. Are you at Outset Island today? Why not? I haven't touched it in a while. Maybe I should. I was locked in Forbidden West. Still kind of am. Yulin, would you like a good laugh? Yes. Fun game. Was he talking about the photo of Pixel just fan wedding? No, I'm talking about the 100 bits after stream. Aw, Error, do you need attention too? Hi, Error. Bits. So the Exterminator came today. He's nice, and the extermination company he works for got a new branded truck. And on the side it reads, got bugs, get babes. Because the company name is Babes. Huh. My favorite games is Horizon. If you ever have the chance to play it, I recommend. I feel like I've heard of it a ton. Wait, like Horizon Zero Dawn or just Horizon? Oh, okay. Both? Okay. Is it weird to rub my mouse up and down on people's foreheads when they get up and close to the stream screen? No. Treating me like a gacha wife.
Do that with gacha games. Yeah, on the loading screens with the gacha wife who's like on Blue Archive, you can give them head pats.
I need 3 more.
You didn't know that? You literally give all your waifus head pats.
It's not a good gacha game if you can't give them head pats.
Yeah, but they're like active live 2Ds and you can give them head pats and they make smiles and get happy.
Hi, Ryan. Well, time to come lay on Ryan. Oh my god.
That's not all he's gonna lay.
It's not the first time Bits has done that. Somebody cute shows up. Actually, no. It's not the first time Ryan has done that. That's what I want to say. Ryan shows up and people are like, oh, I want to be there. They come and cuddle Ryan in front of me. It's like, you motherfucker. The fuck did I do? You know exactly what you did, Bits. 23:30 start. We're going to 26:30. 3 minutes of planking. Bits, damn. I don't think I'm gonna get the sub 10 start today. I think I'm gonna come up just a little short. I didn't do shit this time. You literally just said you were gonna come and lay on Ryan. Oh, Ryan's there. Hold on, I'm getting on. God damn it. See, you can't say you didn't do anything. Door. 30 seconds down. Fine, I just won't show up then. You can still show up.
Actually, I don't know how much of that I can actually play.
1 minute down. This fucking guy.
Oh wait, this is actually.
Sundari this. Townie, hi. When did you get here?
I've been here this whole time.
I haven't seen Townie in a bit. I need to.
He's been busy with a lot of stuff, I guess.
Well, I haven't seen him live. He, like, had a big comeback and was streaming a lot, doing a lot of RuneScape, which I don't give a shit about RuneScape. But it was Townie. Oh, God. We still have 70 seconds.
Yeah, but that's kind of like a second thing now. Well, technically, because he's probably, I think, first an editor for for Fruit? No.
15 more seconds. I see. I didn't know
I
that.
think her name's Fruity? Fruit? Or
40. What a curse model. Yo, is that Ryan? I'm going home early to get on. Fuck you, Vixel. Hi, Zuby. Have you been planking for 20 minutes? No. We've been planking for 2.5. 20 more seconds.
gotta add this.
Oh, God. 15 more seconds. My stomach burns more than usual. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ugh.
That just means you were getting weak the last couple of days if it's burning. Loser Fruit. Yeah. That's her name.
I literally never stopped
They're really, really good friends. And Townie, I believe, is... Yeah, that Townie. Pretty sure he's like one of her main editors now.
Oh.
That's our boy Townie.
My determination is always you. Thank you. Tempted to join? You're always welcome to join. Like the Fortnite gamer Loser Fruit? That Townie? Holy moly, what a crazy crossover. Yeah, so Townie used to live on VRChat. And we used to see him all the time on Lele streams. At one point, I think I thought Lele and Townie were dating. But now when he streams, it's RuneScape or GTA RP. Okay. This is all
You
in
do
local, right?
GTA RP a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't do VR chat that. She'll do it for like her group hangouts, but she likes doing everything else. VR chat's like a rare thing nowadays. She'll probably do like booth days when yeah. Well, it's because I don't know. VR chat's been in a weird place for stream. Like most of the stuff that people want to watch from VR chat isn't stuff that she likes to do anymore. Like that's just kind of how it goes.
It's VR
There's
chat
not many
itself.
worlds like to go check out stuff either. Like there's not as much. Yeah, a lot of this like content now, like unless you're a daytime streamer for it, like where you get to hang out with like the specific streamer crew for showing off stuff like
Models. Memes.
Yeah, pretty much models. I haven't.
This feels like
I haven't seen. I haven't gone to see. Man, I'm so bad with names right now. My clown boy. I haven't gone to hang out with Lolathon in a long time. Right. I still catch a stream every now and then.
I found Loser Fruit.
Yeah,
I've known at the same time.
I've known
during
Lolathon before you decided to start streaming. Which Catsy? I think I know like 5 different Catsies at this point. The orange one? I don't think so. Oh, if it's more recent stuff, I haven't met them. I've like I said, I've known Lolathon from the older days, even before he even picked up streaming.
Yeah, I don't want to say like VR chat fell off or it's not as popular. It's just that the meta has absolutely shifted.
Yeah, it's cursed thing.
Where it used to be about like public lobbies and interacting with each other. And now it's like very much not that. And so like if you see streamers interacting with a lot of people, it's with other streamers and other like people within that community. You almost never see anybody streaming public stuff in VR chat now. Because it's just, I don't know. VR chat went through this like arc of, yay, everybody's having fun in Publix. Oh, the streamers are ruining VR chat. Let's get back at them and ruin their streams. And now all the streamers are like, okay, we'll never go to Publix again. When she flew to Australia, it was hilarious to watch. Hi, Loomis. VR chat is definitely more popular than ever before, but it's different. It's very much like you look at the numbers, it's absolutely more popular than before. But you look at like the stream content, and it's way less popular. Like if you go to Twitch, there are days where it's like there's days where I go live or I'm changing the category, and it's like there's 500 people watching VR chat right now. I'm like, wait, what? I guess some of us don't have bad blood.
Yeah, a lot of
everyone's fun.
A lot of the community. Well, I can't say community. A lot of people that like to watch VR chat now was like, it was either Gator, like Gators, whatever you want to call that, or dancers, or someone humping the camera, or someone. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of it's definitely shifted a lot. No one really cares as much about watching like world exploration or.
There's also just less of it, right? Like I imagine at some point there was like a heyday.
No, I wouldn't say there's less of it.
Oh, really?
There is more now bloat of worlds coming out.
The problem is they're either they're either like the same world bought off of Booth or Gumroad and then just re-uploaded as someone else's own variant, or there are people learning the maps, learning to make maps, and like that's fine and all, but there's less new environments to explore because there's no one's putting out anything like super interesting.
Gotcha.
You get a good like comfy map here and there. Like those come out quite frequently, but what's there to show on those? You usually just go to those to hang out. I'm sitting here talking as well. Come here.
Oh, I didn't mind you being over just then because, you know, I don't know what you were doing, but clearly your top was coming off and you were getting blurred out, so.
Take the top off. There you go.
Don't actually take it off. We're in Garlemald. It's cold.
That's fine. I'm thick-skinned.
It's not popular to stream unless it's event or dancing. Why would you do that, Bits? Your chat titty streamers, diamond nips. More content, right? No, it's not more content. I don't think I was ever really into VR chat, even if a lot of the streams I consider home I found and stayed while they were heavy focused on VR chat streaming. I don't know how that works. I think a big part of it, Smile, was that you liked the, I don't want to say community, but you liked a lot of the sociability of those VR chat streams. Because I think a lot of those VR chat streamers, a lot of them, you know, they got big on the social aspects of VR chat back then. And then, like, when they moved away from VR chat and go to other games, a lot of them kept that, like, social aspects of their stream with them. They constantly have people on their stream, multiple people on their stream. And that was definitely something that I liked about VR chat streams back in the day. I remember watching Lele sit in front of a mirror with like 10 people. And like, to me, I was like, this is like watching 10 people instead of one. This is fucking great. That math checks out.
Oh, it was 9.5 because I'd be dead on the floor.
I don't know. She did some crazy long streams back then. You were alive for a lot of it.
Yeah, I mean, but I would also just pass out at the drop of a pin.
You know what I really remember?
Wake up and she's still going.
I remember your arms being out forward, your sleeves pointed down, and your head sideways. And she'd be like, "How you feeling, Proxy?"
yeah.
And you'd be like ass, I'm dead. And she'd be like, "Oh no!" She'd give you head pats. You'd have
Those
a
were-
5-minute conversation. She'd walk away. That boy's always dying.
Yeah.
I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I have more work to finish. I just want to say hi to everyone. I don't like it when you consider this taking up my time. I'm always happy to have you here. You're always welcome. Even if you want to just, like, I don't know, literally sit in the world off camera while doing other stuff, I don't mind that. A surprising amount of VTubers have connections to VRChat, even if they didn't stream it during that boom. Hi, Zay. I think a lot of just, not necessarily the technology, but like the vibe of the technology transfers over. I mean, I have to turn off PC and stuff to do in the background. I'm still gonna finish testing the trackers later. I see. Like, if you have a live 2D model, I think you have a lot of there's no, like, technical aspects between having an avatar in VRChat that transfers over to it, but a lot of the feeling is the same, right? A lot of the feeling is you have this portrayal of you that you have to do specific things to, like, express yourself with. And so a lot of people, it's one of those things where the skills just transfer over, the vibe transfers over. Have a good stream. Thank you, bye, it was good to see you again.
Mile had to curse me with that emote. I hate that emote.
A good example of this was my job at Tech Systems. I was trained in GIS. I was trained in ArcGIS, which was a program that's like, you know, for digital cartography and data analysis. And when I went into telecom, they specifically hired me because I was GIS. They were like, "You're not going to be doing this at all, but you're going to understand a lot of the concepts here. Because you know GIS, you're going to understand our systems." Which was true. It was like completely different tools, completely different stuff, but it just clicked really fast. Living anime? What, getting used to an anime girl before it was cool and tracking tech? In my eyes, when people started using the title VTuber, I was just like, oh, this is just, all the VRChat streamers were already doing this. Because in my eyes, VTuber is just like digital personification that is like a character you play, right? To me, it was like literally being a puppeteer, and then like a new style of puppeteer comes out, and it's like, this is a puppeteer, and people are like, oh, so this other type of puppet is like it? And no, only this type of puppet is a puppeteer. So I was like, what? I don't remember, but I was blaming you for something you didn't do as a joke. I don't remember exactly what it was. I believe my number one used emote this year. I will ensure it, Proxy. No. I've been licked. Yeah, I don't doubt it. We played Unrailed with Spacefish and Foss yesterday. Not Foss. Why did I say Foss? Spacefish, Core, and Safi. Safi Reckenberg. And that was that was really fucking fun.
That game it's fun, but it's stressful.
Oh my god, it's so stressful. It depends on what role you're doing. So the first run we did, where we went all the way to space, I was basically the miner. I was just breaking rocks. How do I get here every time my name is said? I don't know. I didn't even mean to say your name, Foss. I was just breaking
Foss,
rocks.
he didn't even mean to say it.
And it was like, you know, I'd basically be like, all right, we're gonna go this way. All right, we're gonna go that way. And it was nice and chill. And Core seemed like she was stressing out. Spacefish seemed like she was stressing out. Sappy was having a fucking grand old time. Hi, Wrath. We're talking about Unrailed. Think of like Overcooked, but with trains.
I think Sappy was also happy. I sent them more rice shower stuff.
Well, so Sappy, God, Sappy was so funny. We get into the game, and Sappy was the lumberjack just cutting trees, right? And they see like a duck, and they just hit it with the axe. They're like, "Oh, I can kill the animals," and it explodes, and they're just like, I can kill. And Space is just like, oh, I wasn't expecting Sappy to be like this. Anytime Sappy had the opportunity to kill something, they would. You were like a demon Foss. Some monsters need their name said in a mirror. Some need it said 3 times. The fearsome Foss just needs it lightly mentioned in passing. When does Dawn Trail come out? That has a release date, right?
June? Oh, did they actually? No, it's probably getting announced. I have no idea.
Okay.
Dawn Trail.
I thought it was like a
release
week
date.
after.
I don't think they had.
I know it's a
Oh,
week
July
after.
2nd.
July 2nd. Okay. That's a month. I need to go through all of post Dawn Trail, and I'm like, or post Endwalker, and I'm just like, ugh. Ah. I missed a follow.
Early access begins. Also, the release date is July 2nd. Early access begins June 28th.
Hi, Tutor
So
Actress.
technically, the expansion starts June 28th because there's no way anyone who actually plays the game is waiting until July 2nd.
Okay, wait, say that again. Early access? Is that like with a...
Early access or June 28th.
Do you have to...
That is pretty much full release for if you pre-order the game.
Okay. So it's not even like extra money, it's just pre-ordering.
Yeah, you just have to pre-order it.
That's fucking nice.
Well, that's how Square Enix has always done Final Fantasy releases. I'm pretty sure it's just in the normal bundle. You just get early access for pre-ordering.
The last game I remember
They actually
doing...
give you an incentive to pre-order. How crazy is that, huh?
That's insane. The last time I remember pre-ordering a game was Star Wars: The Old Republic. And that gave... Well, not pre-ordering, but early access. That gave you 3 days of early access, which back then to me was like, you're stupid if you don't get this. And now I'm just like... If it costs any extra money, I'm like, why? I can wait.
So I don't know if you're the a lot of things in the game are gonna get slammed. I don't think it matters if it's early access or not. If you see, luckily I'm gonna be leveling Picto the first day, so if anything breaks, I will probably avoid it for like the first couple hours. I think it's like 6 or 8 hours to level. From 80 to 100 is what people are saying, probably, or 80 to 90. Like 4 to 6 hours or something.
Here's my plan. Somehow convince Zayla to stream them going through the Dawn Trail story. And basically just tag along for their streams. Get through that in a day or two. And then make my walking videos. And then I will probably level Beastmaster, because I'm very interested in that.
I don't know. Is Beastmaster going to be out on release? It might be. I'm not sure.
I have no idea. The only game I ever pre-ordered or played the beta for was Gears of War 3 back in 2011. Nobody watches story on release. Wait, actually?
No, because they want to play themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Viewer count is usually pretty low. Yeah, it's usually pretty low if you're going through story. Like they'll watch someone grind or test out a new character, like class, but that's about it.
You know,
As soon as you get to doing main story, though.
I actually should have known that, because that's how I was with Baka Tsunami. when Tears of the Kingdom came out, I was like so excited to watch this. But I myself didn't want to watch until I played through Tears. So I ended up missing that entire playthrough, and I'm like still sad about it.
Yeah, people normally want to watch people's reactions of going through it, and the only way you're gonna know about it is if you played through it first.
Mm-hmm. Is early access even a thing anymore, or is early access just actual release marketed to feel like it's exclusive pre-release content? A little bit of both, Smile. I know for a while I wasn't seeing it with MMOs, but then I saw it again recently. I think some MMO was considering early access, and everyone was like, no, don't. But yeah, Unrailed was fun. We didn't have a game where we got to the end. We had one really good game. We got to space, and that was fun. It felt like we were all still a little disconnected. It felt like we weren't like, everybody knows what everyone else is doing, right? The next time we tried, Core and I switched roles. So basically, I was setting down the tracks, and she was, mining rocks. And, like, on one hand, I think that went smoother. On the other hand, I don't think it did. It was, like, just a whole new set of problems. And then, oh, we also did Versus mode. Did you know that Unrailed has a Versus mode now?
No, that's news to me.
Yeah, it,
Damn.
it's very minor. It's literally just the first one to the station,
Bits
so
is
it's
over
like...
there on proxy.
It's very much like... it'll be 5 minutes at most. But we did that, and that was funny, because I don't really care about Unrailed PvP. I'm like, whatever. Is my right leg fucking up? It sure is. Core and Safi were like, yay, PvP, blood for the blood god, let's kill. And poor Spacefish was like, I thought you said this game was comfy. I didn't know there was going to be PvP in it. And like, oh shit, I thought it was so funny for that regard. Alright, foot fixed. They're all playing? Yeah. You said that a while ago. I think the big news for everyone here is that ArcAge is getting shut down. I saw a history video yesterday that was like, here's the history of ArcAge from a MMO game development and release standpoint. And holy shit. I didn't know ArcAge had so many problems right from the get-go. I didn't know their launch was so unstable. And that they just went through so much shit. I think it's spelled a little differently, Lost One. Hi, the riddle. But is there ArcAge 2? There will be eventually. It's in development. I think it's gonna come out in 2025, maybe 26. But not this year.
Oh my god.
What?
I'll damn it to you. That's funny as fuck. Let's even get the first tweet to... Yeah, so there's the dude posting about what happened, and there's like MapleStory posting about what was happening. And then the dude like... That's fucked up, it's funny.
For those who don't play MapleStory, a historic moment has just happened in the game. This man did not level to 300. and instead streamed 20,000 viewers for an hour, spoke about the glaring issues that this game faces, and logged off at 299. Oh my god. The world first level 300 Maple
Just find
Stories.
it funny.
So wait, you said there's a part 2?
Well, no. So the first part was the bottom part, which is MapleStory tweeting that the world's first level 300 is happening today. Tune in and join us. Blah 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 blah. Watch them get their accomplishment. And the guy cucked all of MapleStory, saying, "Nah, fuck that," and then just talked about the problems with the game, and then logged out without hitting 300
What a goddamn savage.
after he got the 20,000 viewers.
Lost one? Ping for Risu. She's probably not awake. That's so funny. Oh my god, what a Chad. SMH. Thank you. I want her to show up because MapleStory is like her game. At one point she was like rank 1 on her server or something. Leave for Risu and her L takes alone. Hi, Arid Paragon. Yeah, so Arcage. That was always a game I wanted to do walking videos of. I was just like, it'll be there. I can get to those in like 3 years when I get through these other ones that are easier to do first. Oops, apparently not. Apparently I have like a month if I want to try and make walking videos. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna...
Why make a walking video of a dead game?
Well, part of it is like...
Wait, you already do that with WoW.
Part of it feels like archiving. Part of it feels like, you know, these games that you haven't played in years. You can go to my channel and like see the zone in a way that most people aren't showing you. There's a lot of people that leave comments like, "Dear God, I haven't been here in 15 years. I love seeing this video."
True. True.
WoW isn't a dead game. There are moments where I wish it would fucking die. But I actually think it's kind of popping off right now. Just because you don't like it doesn't make it dead silly. I agree.
Sorry,
Kizu.
the company is dying.
Dude, okay. Speaking of Blizzard being dead, they canceled BlizzCon. They just said, we're not gonna do it this year.
That's why I'm laughing. Well, when you fire majority of your fucking staff in general, then yeah, I don't yeah.
Bro Proxy is WoW Visitors' most viewed content. It's kind of wild. I'll post a WoW video and it'll get like 100 to 300 views, and then I'll post like BDO or Final Fantasy and it gets like 30. And so, of those games, people are most excited.
I'd
to
go
see WoW.
watch his content on WoW because I don't want to fucking pay Blizzard to go play their game to see WoW.
Undead Husk Company. Walk through the dead games during October. They had nothing good to show. Exactly, Arid. They, when you think of, like, what's coming out in WoW, or in Blizzard, well, World of Warcraft, I don't know, I'm excited for the expansion coming up, but a lot of other people just aren't. When you look at the overall hype for an expansion, this one's really not trending as much as others. When you look at every other game, it's even worse. Overwatch 2, nobody is happy with right now. Hearthstone, I don't know that anybody's talking about Hearthstone right now. When you look at StarCraft, dead IP. HOTS, dead IP. Diablo, same thing as Overwatch. People are just mad about it and disappointed with it. So, like, they just have nothing to show at BlizzCon. They said... Oh, excuse me. They said they will be coming back. You know, they'll have BlizzCon 2025 and years after that. It's just... we'll see. There's a lot of nostalgia for Blizz when they weren't shit. They're famous for what they did 15 to 25 years ago. Yeah. Didn't they end up scrapping the entire reason behind making Overwatch 2? Yes. Oh, they also were working on the survival crafting game, and that's just scrapped. They just spent 5 years on it and then said, eh.
They also had another MMO and then said, nope.
Mm-hmm. That one kind of became Overwatch, though. That one ended up not being like a complete loss and waste.
Imagine how much what they actually didn't tell you of how like existed before scrapping it, though.
Yeah. The day I
just
stopped
for
caring...
scrapping it for a competitive shooter.
Mm-hmm. The day I stopped caring for Blizzard was the day they made StarCraft 2, cut it in 3, and used the same old assets and made Kerrigan Phoenix from X-Men. Yeah. I didn't play much StarCraft 2. I think I got it when it was free, and I played some of the like custom map game modes and a little bit of the story, and I really liked the co-op, but you know, the co-op got old really fast because like, oh, we've done the same 4 missions. That's it. Oh, okay. When you pay for money for a downgraded game like Overwatch 2. God, and that's not even the only time they did it, Arid. They did that with Warcraft 3 Refunded as well. Which is like, dude, how do you pay money to lose features? That shit sucks. I don't know. People are gonna call me a Blizzard shill for this. I think WoW is in a really good spot right now. It's got a high subscriber count, and both versions, Classic and Retail, are doing well. I just think it's like, it's a low point for WoW. In the sense of like showing stuff at something like BlizzCon. Because last BlizzCon, they showed the next 3 expansions. And so this BlizzCon, there's not really anything to show, except, hey, here's more of the stuff we revealed already. How much did they pay you? God, I wish they paid me. Damn, I let my brother buy StarCraft for me. Oh, we're going into another Final Fantasy video. This is probably the Final Fantasy video that I want to redo the most. Because it, well, I do and I don't want to redo it. Because there's something that happens in this video with the weather change that's fucking magical. And to recreate that would be really hard. But I would love to fix the music from this video. About
You
Warcraft
just
3.
delete the audio and...
I could. I don't have the raw footage anymore.
You still take the video and just mute the audio and re-splice new audio over it.
I could. And I have done that before. Yeah, that'll probably be the solution for a lot of these then, is take the edited version, mute it, and add the new audio for the... Because I think this one has a Fate in it. It's got the dun 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 dun, and I'm just like, ugh. And then it's just got blank spots in the audio. It's crazy to me that Final Fantasy doesn't have a loop music button. I mean, it's what Modern Warfare has been doing. Also, it's par for the course. Yeah. I bought Warcraft 3 full price. I know we are making fun of Blizzard, but let's not forget after all those sexual harassment allegations, they stepped up and fixed sexism in WoW by deleting the spit emote. Dude. They did so much shit in WoW. They, like, fixed the portraits. They changed so many things. It's like, why? Fucking why? I haven't paid for shit from Blizz for a long time since I just got an insane count of WoW tokens for all the gold I had built up. I've bought a few WoW tokens. But if I were to, like, pay for my subs solely on WoW tokens, I would, like, go broke. And I don't want to, like, farm dragon riding races to keep getting WoW tokens. Whisper, I'm at the farm working. Imagine how much better COD would be if it wasn't a yearly release. Yeah. But they need a yearly piggy bank. If I were to look at one thing as the biggest problem in WoW... I mean, definitely their story writing was shit. The problem is WoW has like 4 or 5 glaring problems, right? The story went to absolute shit and was trash for... Well, it's been trash since Legion. And even towards the end of Legion, it got very... What the fuck is happening? A lot of their systems got very frustrating as well. They had what people call borrowed power systems, which is like, you get this item, you get this artifact, you put a lot of power into it, and at the end of the expansion, you lose it. It was never yours, it was borrowed. And like, for 3 expansions in a row we had those, and people got really fucking sick of them. It was a great system the first time they did it. In Legion, it was fantastic. In BFA, they tried to replicate it, and it was just so dog shit. And then, again, in Shadowlands, they tried to do it a bit differently, but they tied it to, like, the coolest cosmetic thing ever, and then made that, like, a meta choice, so it was like, oh, you want to be with the Vampire Knights that are really cool over here? Well, those are bad for you. For your DPS, so you need to pick the tree huggers over here. And like, God. Oh, so they did the Destiny artifact shit? Okay, so what they did was in Legion, they gave you your artifact weapon, which was like each spec got a weapon, and you would never get another weapon for the entire expansion. But you had a different like cosmetic looks to apply to it. And then there were 2 things you could do to the weapon. The first was that you got artifact power that increased the level of your artifact weapon. And when the expansion first came out and during patches, as you got artifact power, you would unlock passive abilities for your artifact weapon. And there was like, it was a talent tree of like 35 things that you slowly got over a few weeks. And there was catch-up mechanics, so if you were coming into the expansion like 5 weeks late, you would catch up pretty quickly to the people who had been there the whole time. You'd be a little bit behind them, but you'd catch up. You wouldn't be like 35 talent points behind. And it had some like active ability unlocks. Once you got all of those talents, anything after that was a very small damage and tankiness buff. It was like 0.5% damage per level, and getting a level took like 1 to 2 weeks. This way, like, somebody who grinded insanely hard and was like way higher in levels on their artifact weapon, at most would be doing like 5% more damage from just their weapon thing, whatever, which was great. It was a good system. They also had these runes that you would put into a weapon, which, you know, you would look for different runes, specific runes, based on what build you were playing. The good thing about this system was that it made it so that no matter what you were doing in the game, it felt like you were progressing. If you ran a dungeon and didn't get any loot, well, you still got some artifact power, so it was worth your time. You went to a raid, you did a PvP match, didn't get any loot, didn't get anything like to progress your character that week, well, you still got some artifact power, which overall progressed your character. It was a very good system. People complain about it. People complain about grinding artifact power, but I think they disregard that sense of your time is never wasted. That was what they did in Legion, and at the end of Legion, you basically just got rid of the weapon. I don't know if that was the right call. I don't know if we should have kept it for, like, ever. and just constantly evolved at every expansion? I'm not sure. But we basically just threw it away. In the next expansion, BFA, we get this thing called the Heart of Azeroth, which is a necklace. And the same thing. We put Azerite power into it, and we would have like traits that we unlocked on the necklace. And then we would have shoulders, chest, and helm pieces that had Azerite traits. So it would, like, if you were a fire mage, you might want a helm that gives you, like, plus damage to pyroblast in your Azerite traits. Now here's the problem with this. They wanted to, like, recreate that first part of Legion, where you are unlocking, like, full talents, and not just this, you know, most of the expansion unlocking, like, a 0.5% damage increase per week. So what they did was every time you got a new chest, shoulders, or helm piece, I just pointed at them in the wrong order. Every time you got your chest, helm, or shoulders, you'd have to start over with unlocking stuff. So you could have, like, a 500 item level helm piece, and then you could get a 520 item level helm piece. And this was a downgrade. You'd have to carry it with you for 2 weeks to unlock all the traits in it, to then be able to use it. And people fucking hated that, and rightfully so. And, like, the other thing about it was, with the artifact weapons, there wasn't, like, build diversity. You had your talent points that you just got all of them. So, like, if you were a Holy Paladin, you got all the Holy Paladin stuff. There was no options. There was no, like, variety. It was just part of being a Holy Paladin. But now with the Azerite armor, there was a whole bunch of choice. There was a whole bunch of, like, you need to get a piece with good Azerite traits on it, right? And, getting a piece with the right traits and then unlocking it, and couple that with there being absolutely no, like, build balancing. Somebody with the right build would do 90k DPS. Somebody with the wrong build would do 40k DPS. It just felt so bad. In Shadowlands, the next expansion, the next borrowed power system was Covenants. And Covenants were the coolest fucking concept ever. They seemed so fun. Basically, there was going to be 4 factions in the game, and you pick one of them. They're not really at war, but if you're committed to one, the others were not interested. And these were basically like the Angels of Justice in Undeath, the Kyrian, the undead armies of Maldraxxus, who basically preserve the cycle of death, the Necrolords, the Tree Huggers, the guides to spirits of nature, who preserve the balance and whatnot, the Fae, and then the
Shut off.
the Arbiters of... No, not the Arbiters. I'm forgetting a word for them. But basically the people that, like, tortured lost souls and drove them to repentance and remorse for their sins in life. Revendreth. I'm forgetting what that covenant was called. It was a very, like...
Your mom.
Is this at me? Or just random?
No, that's what the covenant was called. Your mom.
It was not called your mom. It was essentially angels, necromancers, fairies, or vampires. What did you want your character to have a theming of for this expansion? And if it was just cosmetic and just connected to, like, game story and progression, it would have been kind of fucking cool. But they tied it to abilities that were very different. Abilities and talents that were very different in balancing. So you could be looking at the vampires and being like, that's fucking cool. I want to do that. And then it was like, well, playing the Tree Huggers is way better for you. So nobody liked Covenants. With Dragonflight, they just said, fuck that, no more borrowed power. People don't like this. And it's like, people kind of like it, just when you don't fuck it up. Halo would like a word with you. It's still yearly release, yes, wow. Yeah, they retcon most of all the lore. They retcon most of all the lore. Ghost was last COD, I think. How many years have you been releasing it yearly now? Too many. Oh, so they did the Destiny artifact shit. 2000.
Oh my god, there's a Nikke figure coming out of Volume, the one with the red hair that jiggles ass everywhere.
That is the only character from Nikke that I know the name of. I know there's a recent character that people really like because they have like anxiety and they freak the fuck out every time they shoot their gun.
I don't know, I haven't paid attention, I don't know which one that is.
Apparently she's like a brat that like talks down to everyone else, but when she's actually in the game, she like, when she fires, she's just holding her gun above the barricade and like closing her eyes.
No, that was an April Fool's.
Oh, wait, really? That would have been the best thing ever.
No, yeah, that's Seiyun. She is the leader of, or the head of, Missile, I think. Yeah, no, yeah, that's April Fool's. That's because everyone wants her to die.
Fuck, that is too many. They really fell off in 12-13. Everything before it was so good. Sounded way better than the Destiny one. I stopped really hearing about COD around that time. I didn't realize they were still doing it yearly. 13 was Ghost. After that, they started doing the exo suit jetpacks until 16. And World War II again in 17. Then basically started remastering old COD games. Ghost was the last one I played. Same Ghost was the last one I bought and competed in. I got the game and barely played it because it just wasn't good to me. At this moment, not gonna lie, the grind. Oh, I was going to say the Church of Annoy Protesters. Covenant of Yulin Small. Then Cult of Proxy is the cutest. Do you play Nikke, Yulin? I don't. I don't play any gacha games. Not that I particularly have a problem with them. But, the closest thing I play to a gacha is PSO2. Which is like, you could barely call that a gacha. It has weekly, like, banners that come out that's like, hey, you know, buy these scratch tickets. It's all cosmetic. If you look at, like, the literal definition of a gacha, it is one. But it's so barely. And if I'm like, yeah, I play a gacha, I play PSO, I usually get in an argument about it, whether it's a gacha or not. Hi, Kodiak. Yeah, you can choose, but this one is better. Yeah. And watching CS is so weird right now. Brat that talks down to everyone, those are my favorite. I love that kind of personality. Hey, bits. PSO2 is all cosmetic until they release the support scratches. Yeah, and those are very, like, you don't need those. The closest I played to gacha was Hearthstone. That too is like barely a gacha. Yeah. I love. Oops, all cosmetics. Been here just lurking, cleaning up. Hi. Alright.
Oh, there's 3 new Nendroids I need to pre-order at some point.
Hi, Nondary. Alright, have you seen this video before, Proxy? Have you been here for the, Northwest Western... Shit, I forget what it's called. But the first zone of Heavensward. I didn't do this intentionally.
Eastern Island? Oh my god.
No, it's the Western Korthus
It's
Highlands?
Falcon's Nest. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Falcon's Nest.
So it's like, it's a blizzard right now, which I thought was really cool for this snow zone. And then, like, in a minute, the weather just clears up and it goes to, like, bright open sky with an aurora going across it. And I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen in this game. Which just, this might be my favorite zone in Final Fantasy because of it. Just stopping by to say hi. I hope work goes good. Looking forward to Sunday. We finished the other group, Non-Dairy. We're We are done with the other group for Star Wars. So now for Star Wars, it's just you and me. I need to set it up with Full and Hunt. Hi, Sir Noble. I like the zone with the BDSM Beast Tribe. Okay. Please explain. Elaborate on that one. Which one is the BDSM Beast Tribe? Do you know which one they're talking about, Proxy?
No, I have no idea.
Proxy is always like, I am broke. Also, Proxy just pre-ordered 200 plus worth of figures.
Oh no, I can't even like buy art for stream stuff right now because I gotta wait till after this medical stuff.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Blizzard
Because
just cleared
Darth
up.
and like a lot of other people have been yelling at me, wanting to hurry up and do my Metal Gear Solid stuff, but
Blizzard
and
cleared up.
androids are cheap.
Pretty sky full of stars. And then Aurora just sweeps right to left. I was like, oh, it's so pretty. The Nomu have an instinctual pet play kink.
Oh, there it is. I see your Aurora.
Yeah. What Nikkei your interlocutor likes? I don't know what interlocutor means. You had me at BDSM Beast Tribe, shots fired. Addy.
The Numo? Which one's the Numo?
They're the ones in Ilmeg, the fairy place.
Oh, I've barely fucking started that one.
I know they're in Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I don't know if they're in Final Fantasy Tactics.
I think we slaughter fairies at one point. I don't know. They're like just random beast enemies probably that show up. I think they only show up in one stage, and that's the forest one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if they show up there. I think it's usually just goblins that jump you in the fucking woods.
Oh, look, a fate.
Yeah, I don't remember fairies.
You don't tell Addy he's mega cute. Addy, you're mega cute.
No.
Too late.
Yes.
Person you speak with? Which Nikkei do you like,
And right now the
Proxy?
yen is bottoming out.
What the fuck, he
Nikkei?
left?
I haven't played in a long time. I did like that Red Hood one. I think her name is literally Hood or something. That's one of the newer ones, but I don't know. If we're going with older ones, I like Scarlet and I like Haran, I think is her name.
I don't
Oh
care.
no. I did have a favorite. It was fuck.
Which one had long sleeves?
She's the only one that wasn't lewd. No, she didn't have long sleeves, but she literally was the only one that doesn't do anything super lewd and has like a fucking poncho and has a big fucking rail guns that she pulls out. I think she's supposed to be Snow White, not Snow White, but fuck, what is her name? Now I gotta look it up. Nikkei.
Glad to see them in 14. I'm very fond of anything that was in
Oh.
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance because that was my first Final Fantasy game. So like I see the Nomu and I'm like, yay! I see the Moogles and I'm like, they will never be as cool as they were in Final Fantasy Tactics. I think it was the Bantha, those are cool. Viera, I've literally just wanted Viera in everything Final Fantasy. And so when
Beers are okay. Oh no, yeah, her name was Snow White, literally.
I like Elegant Jackal. Nope, she's Exia. Did he see New Scarlet? Snow White? Rip Moogle Bros. Mooglin. Honestly, if Moogles were the way they were in Final Fantasy Tactics, they'd be fucking cool. I would like Moogles. Instead, they gave us Lalafels? And the Moogles in 14 are just... ugh. And then in 16, they got worse. Crystal Chronicle Moogles are good too, though. I am unfamiliar with this. Came off to work. See you this weekend. Bye, Nanderi. New old version Scarlet.
I think I've seen New Scarlet. I think. Nikkei, New Scarlet.
Ah. Ah.
Scarlet Black Shadow. Why is she?
I was recording a BDO video yesterday, and it was Behr, B-E-H-R, which is just some tiny little town. It's not even a town, it's more like a fucking campsite. It was Behr to the Old Wisdom Tree, and I died like 4 times in the video. I was like, man, this fucking, they put a bunch of snakes on the path, and then these weird gargoyle things. And I was just like, oh, I hate this. FF12 Moogles were cute as fuck. I don't remember them from 12. In that event, they go over her backstory and all her sister? Hi, honey. I was just mentioning you. Because we were talking about Star Wars. And I need to plan my run with you in full soon. I need to message you too. Star Wars. Yeah. I don't even know what like faction we're gonna play. I do know I'm gonna play a trooper. Who would I play if I was on Sith side? Can't play an agent. I don't really want to play a bounty hunter because I've seen that story. I don't really want to play Inquisitor. I could play Juggernaut. I'm packing for my trip. Ellie sent me a message yesterday. It's like, hey, I'm going to Venice, so I'll probably miss a bit of stream. And they were like, I'll be gone for 4 hours. And I saw that and I read 4 days and I was like, wow, Ellie's so fucking busy. They have their trip to the US coming up. And they're already doing this trip to Venice for 4 days. They're really cutting it close. And it was just 4 hours. I was just reading it wrong. Shocker. Yulin read something wrong. Nice, Venezia.
Yeah, we're in somewhere warmer.
I almost saw a fight on the train back. Hell yeah, maybe? All of my other stories in my notes are like really, really minor. Like either 30-second to 2-minute game trailers I saw.
Hey, did you just like snap your neck to look at me?
Just making sure it's okay. It caught me by
No,
surprise.
like it was a fucking flick. Like it was neck break, like neck shattering.
You talk about the non-compete ruling? We did. The FCC, there was like 3 big things that the FCC in the US have made changes with. The non-compete, the overtime, and shit, what was the third one? Foss, remind me what the third one was. For anybody that doesn't know, non-compete clauses are things that companies will put in their contract when hiring employees. It's like, hey, the airline one? Oh yeah, the airline one. That basically states if you quit this job or you are fired, you cannot work for a competitor for like a set amount of time. Sometimes that's 6 months, sometimes that's 2 years. But it's basically like, we don't want you to take our secrets and go to someone else. A few states, most notably California, have been like, yeah, this is unconstitutional and against capitalism, so like, you can't do this. This is illegal. But the vast majority of states, this was a thing. And like, there is logic to it. you don't want like, you don't want somebody at like an executive level, a CEO, making $100 million a month, not a month, a year, bleed a company dry, and then go work for someone else, take all the secrets, leave that company in a bad position, and like just take over with the second company. Because then it's just moving around him, and like that shit sucks. The problem is, that's like the very niche scenario where it makes sense, and companies were applying it to everything. I've seen stories of people signing like a $32,000 a year contract for a job and having a non-compete. I've seen like construction workers signing non-competes, which is like, what the fuck? That's not how it works. Are you talking about Elon Musk? I wish that was all Elon Musk did. Elon Musk is much worse. I'm hoping the non-compete ruling will fix the recent issues with the game industry, since it could lead to a bunch of new studios appearing by next year. But the CEOs already do that. Yeah. I sent you an image of Moogles from Final Fantasy XII. Alright, let's look at this. Yeah, my dad had to sign a non-compete. And when his company let him go, if Moogles looked like that, that wouldn't be bad. I still think they were cooler in tactics, but that's like a close second. My dad was the CFO. Hi, Jack. My dad was the CFO of a company, so it made sense for him to sign a non-compete, and he got severance. When they let him go, they said you can't work for another company for a year. Also, you just get your salary for a year. So, like, you know, the non-compete made a lot of fucking sense for him.
That's top liar.
Non-competes for anyone else, though, I feel like if somebody signs a non-compete, it better come with severance. Like, if it doesn't, that's the stupidest thing in my eyes. Nah, CEOs often hop from corpo to corpo and blaming the issues on the previous CEO. Yeah. Whoa, it's a Jack. You're talking about how that got banned? Yeah, so non-competes have been made federally illegal. Now, this is one of those things that's like, I hope it actually means something, because I can absolutely see it just not being enforced or not going anywhere, or like nothing happening with this. Severance in these United States. But like, hopefully it means a good change for a lot of people. The other thing was overtime. So when Obama was president, he tried, and I think he was unsuccessful, in making overtime required for anybody making less than $47,000. So if you made $40,000 a year, and you were required to work overtime, they need to pay you the overtime wage. But like, and that used to cap at 47. So like, if you made 50,000, it wasn't required in the contract. You could work 40 hours, and then they'd be like, actually, we need you to work 50 hours this week. Well, they wouldn't be required to pay you overtime because you make over that 47 cap. Under Trump, that was lowered to 38,000, and with Biden, this has now been raised to, I think it was 58,000? So if you make less than 58,000 a year, they are required to pay you overtime wages over 40 hours a week. Corpos have less than 120 days to fight the non-compete changes. And of course they're going to fight it. I'm just hoping they lose. They're for sure going to fight it, but we'll see. The third big change that was really awesome was airlines. If they cancel a flight, you get a full refund. A digital refund, guaranteed within 7 days now. Which, anybody who's booked a flight ticket, you know that, like, you buy a ticket, let's say it's $100. And then they're like, hey, do you want to insure the ticket for $25? If your flight gets canceled, you're shit out of luck. But if it's insured, if you pay this $25 for the flight insurance, you will get reimbursed and get a new flight. And so, I think this was the FCC, it might not have been. But basically people are like, no, this is fucking horseshit. If they cancel a flight, you get a full reimbursement. Immediate cash reimbursement, not store credit, within 7 days. They love money, but can't manage to spend it all. Spirit Airlines about to step up their shit now. Truth is, no you won't. What is that at, Ellie? The truth is, no you won't. Because I was talking fast there. I think you will still get rebooked if your flight gets canceled, even without their insurance. Okay. Are you saying that's the way it is now? Or, because I think you can rebook. I think so, like, at least, okay. You can rebook usually, but they never refund. So, like, in 2020, I booked a flight to go to England. I was gonna go, to the Dream Shelter meetup. Hi, Ty. I was gonna go to the Dream Shelter meetup, and then COVID happened, and every flight got canceled. And they didn't, like, rebook me, because obviously not. But it wasn't insured, so they just took the money. They just said, oh, you should have insured your flight. And I was like, are you fucking serious? And I was out, like, $700. It kind of fucking sucked. Step up their shit by crashing? So, like, the insurance is for, like, death in the family. No. There's flight insurance that's like, if your flight gets canceled, you get a refund. Not like something happening flight insurance. There's very specifically, like, insurance for the flight plans have changed. $700? Yeah, it was to the UK. It was a flight to New York. It was a flight to Glasgow. Then it was a flight back to New York, and then a flight back to DFW International. It was 4 flights in total. With the new rule, I think if the rebooking delays you by 3 hours domestic or 6 hours international, you still get the cash payment. Yeah, so the big thing is if the flight gets canceled, but I think it also affects if your flight plans change by a set amount. Because it does throw a wrench in everything, right? If your plane shows up 9 hours late, you've missed stuff that you fucking planned to be there that 9 hours before 4. Hope all goes well. I also do, Ellie. Spirit canceled my flight and said Hold on, wait. Spirit canceled my flight, said you did it, and never refunded you? Dude, fuck that. That's ridiculous. What was the airline that lost, like, an entire day's worth of luggage at an airport a few years ago? I remember it affected the Trash Taste guys. But, like, all of the luggage got misplaced, and they had to sort through it over 6 months. Because just this entire airport of luggage was just like, we don't know what goes where.
The airport just fucking vanished? What? How do they fuck that up?
It was like their entire day's itinerary of, like, what goes where and what should be going to which carousel just, like, got deleted. And so, like, they just put it in a warehouse and they were like, fuck, what do we do with this? And everybody got to this airport and was like, where's our luggage? And they're like, we don't know, and we need you to leave. And they're like, I'm not leaving, all my luggage is in there. And they were like, we're gonna call security. And they, like, They literally just kicked like thousands of people out of the airport and just had like 5,000 or something like luggage things, and they were just like, how do we sort through this? And it was I remember it affected the Trash Taste guys. I think it actually might have been Spirit Airlines a bit. I know it affected the Trash Taste guys because they put two not packages, but two suitcases through the airline with all their camera equipment. And one of them in particular was like $56,000 worth of camera equipment. And so when that got misplaced, they were like, what do you mean it's been replaced? This is a lot of money, fuck you. And the airline was just like, nope, get out of here. I think it was when they were going to America for a bunch of specials. And so Ludwig had to like lend them all of his camera gear. And like all of his microphones and stuff. And for months, they were just shitting on the airline, just constantly tweeting about them. That sounds like American. Oh yeah, you get cash now if your luggage is missing for more than 2 hours. Good. I'm curious which airline it was with Trash Chase. Somebody could probably find it if they googled like Trash Chase airline problems, or like Trash Chase lost luggage. What are we at? 2.8 miles. Yeah, so those are the three things that were like absolute W's. The airline changes for refunds. I'm already forgetting. The non-compete and the overtime changes. Now let's talk about an L. Little Big Planet had all their servers and stuff go offline a couple months ago. Apparently somebody hacked the system and was getting information from people's accounts. And so, to deal with this, the people running Little Big Planet, which I didn't write down the name of, they just took down all the servers. They just said, hey, we're bringing everything offline. Once we resolve the issue, we'll bring it back. Well, apparently in the last few days, they said, you know what? Not worth the effort. We're not bringing it back. And so, like, not even a way for people to, like, back up their saves. It was just, we brought it down for a temporary fix. Psych, it's actually staying down. And this is, like, 15 years of user-generated content. And now people are like, hang on. If this is how it's gonna be for user-generated content games, what does that mean for stuff like Roblox? What does that mean for stuff like VR chat? Because games that have, like, user-generated stuff, well, if the company hosting them doesn't have any obligation to preserve them, we could just lose it in a second, right? So, hi, Jan. So now people are, like, thinking about this and what it means for user-generated content preservation. Because all the Little Big Planet stuff, that's just fucking gone. Overnight. Oh, I need a drink. Heard about Ubisoft removing the crew? I want to say I did, but it's not like ringing a bell off the top of my head. Miiverse preservation was a miracle? I actually don't know about the Miiverse preservation. Did that go down? Let's just say buying a game doesn't mean you own it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the name of the crew. I remember it being like, it's just gone or deleted or something. And everybody's like, what the fuck? But like, I want to say it was a few weeks ago we talked about it. Yeah, and that's the benefit of hard copies over digital. You buy a game, you with a digital purchase like that, I feel like a law should change so that there should always be a like digital download for what you purchased available. Yeah, the Wii U Miiverse with all the art was preserved. Oh, the Wii U Miiverse. Okay. Man, it's so sad about the Wii U because I don't think it was a bad console. I think it was such a fun concept with like the touchscreen, and it allowed for some really cool fucking games. Like anything in Nintendo Land was so fun. And it just was such a big flop for the stupidest reason.
I got another one for you, Yuland.
Okay. Am I opening Discord for this?
Probably.
Oh. I'm lagging balls. The Library of Alexandria is on fire. Nintendo stuff on Steam Workshop. Is this different than the cease and desist to Gary's mod, or is it like, is it new
That's the Gary's Mod one.
Okay.
But I was reading the post of what they said about how much stuff they have and 20 years of uploaded stuff that they have to go through and delete.
Yeah, so with Gary's mod, it's like that specific game. But I thought maybe what you were sending me there was like all of it. Anything on Steam that has Nintendo stuff. Fuck you.
It might be soon though. Like it might be soon. If they're hitting one, then they're probably going through the whole thing.
And it's like, why do they see the benefit in that, right? Like, what is the fucking point of going after a 20-year-old game? It's not like competing with them. It's not like pushing sales away from Nintendo. If it was Palworld, I'd understand them going after it like that. But like, going after something like that, it literally is just like, how do we be as dislikable as a company as possible? Let's go after Gary's mod. What the fuck? They're working
Just
on...
imagine the VR chat's next if they're hitting Gary's mod.
Yeah. They're working on making private servers, and Ubisoft didn't like that, so they pulled it completely. Jesus. I'm tripping balls. Because Nintendo needs to protect the ownership of Pokemon or lose it. I understand going after a competing thing like Palworld. But going after user-generated content, especially like free, user-generated, frankly 20 years old content, is just like, what are you doing? They just want to drag their massive balls on them to show off their power. It's just so weird. It's just so, like, out of touch. Nothing better to do. And, like, they could honestly just do the complete opposite. They could literally just be like, imagine a Nintendo post that's like, was playing Gary's mod and saw that somebody put, you know, the entire Pokedex in this Gary's mod level or whatever. We love our fans so much. People would fucking love that shit. People would think so highly of Nintendo if they did stuff like that. And they just do the exact opposite. Japan has really odd copyright laws. Not much for use. So Pokemon has to strike at anything that makes money with it. Does Gary's mod make money with it? I don't even know if Gary's mod costs money. $20?
You can have a laugh at this.
I see.
There was a free version, like an older version of Gary's mod,
Mm-hmm.
but that still required Half-Life 2.
Ah.
So Also, by now you can buy Gary's mod.
Hmm. I will laugh at that after stream, Proxy. Because I can't watch it now.
Okay.
I'm the absolute worst, where I send videos to people that are live all the time, and then we're like, hey, here's a video to watch. I'm like, I can't watch it right now. I'm so
Scientific
hypocritical with it.
Railguns, the next Blue Archive.
What do you mean you forgot to install Half-Life 2? I saw a, for anybody who knows who Caleb City is, he did a sketch yesterday that's like publishers and developers.
These videos are great.
Oh god, I love him so much. And it's he walks into a room and he has a sign on his shirt that says publisher, and it's like, wow, you guys made a really great game. This is really good. I can just see the passion in this room. You guys did incredible. And then like there's a guy sitting at a computer and he's wearing a sign that says devs. And it's like, ah, man, thanks. You know, we're happy here. We just, you know, we're just passionate about this and we worked really hard. I don't know how we did it, but we pulled it out. We all dug deep and pulled it out. And then the publisher just goes, remove half of it. What? Remove half of it and sell it back to them as DLC. What? No, they're gonna hate us. I don't care. Money. And it's just like, it's just the stupidest sketch ever that's so low effort, but at the same time, I'm like, God, Caleb City is so good at this. Caleb City. He's on YouTube. Go watch him. He's funny. Pretty
Shit's funny, yeah. Like 3 to 4 minute like videos are pretty good.
Do you have a favorite Caleb City sketch?
All of them are pretty good. I do like. Fuck, which one was it? There was one that was kind of reason that was really funny about like fighting games and walls, and he's like dodging them, and he like gets put up against the wall, and he's like, no, no, and he turns around, gets hit, and he starts getting like juggled.
Yep. I have a favorite one. It's the Minions one. And not like Minions Yellow People. It's like Minions in games. And so a guy walks into a room and there's two guys that are like both labeled henchmen. And one of them goes like, hey, you can't be here. And then the guy that just came in the room beats the ever-living shit out of the first one. And then he gets up and he's like, you better get what he got. And the second henchman just goes, no, I'm not. What do you mean you're not? Because he ain't me. Put him hands up. And like, even though he just watched his buddy get completely destroyed, he still thinks he's gonna win. And so it's like every minion is just like, I just killed 200 of the guys just like you. You don't stand a chance. You can just walk away. I don't even care. Just walk away. I've already beat up all your friends, your boss. I don't need to beat you. It means just like, you ain't gotta tell me all that. Because I already know that they ain't me. Run them hammies. Run them hands up. The fighting game wall sketch was so good. The minion AI that's like, even if you kill so many of them and their boss, that's just not a thing that people code into games. Is like, hey, if the boss is dead or you've killed so many people recently, they start being afraid of you. They start being like, hey, clearly I'm not gonna win, so I should like not try to fight this guy. Why don't they put that in games? That seems like such a simple idea that like should be done way more often. Hi, crazy pirate. Oh yeah? Watch this, you fool dies. Alright, I'll go through the game trailers real quick. There's a game coming out called Mark of the Deep. It kind of looks a lot like Hades, where it's like a roguelike. You go through stages, top-down 2D action. Very similar gameplay to Hades. It looks like it's gonna have a lot of focus on like interplay with the bosses. So I saw one clip where the boss shoots like a flaming cannonball, and the main character like hits it with an anchor and reflects it. And so it's gonna have a lot of like, you are directly interacting with the abilities that are going out on screen. It looks neat. I don't know if it'll be as good as Hades, but it looked neat. Dwarf Fortress is getting an official adventure mode beta. So anybody that loves those fucking crazy ass colony sim games, I don't know what adventure mode is in Dwarf Fortress, but it's getting an official beta. Yay. I saw a trailer for War Tales: The Tavern Opens. I saw the name War Tales and I was like, okay, this is gonna be like some medieval adventure game where it's army versus army. No, this is a game about opening a tavern. That's it. That's the game. Open a tavern. Decide a menu. Sell food and drinks. Hire people like a bartender, a brewer, guards. Hire a pickpocket to increase the amount that patrons will tip you. End quotation marks. It looks really fucking cool. There's been a lot of tavern management games lately. I've never heard of one before. I saw War Tales and I was like, alright, yeah, another medieval fighting game. You know, let's see what's special about this one. It's literally 90% tavern. 10% of it was like, oh, you need to send scouts out to go get rare materials for like unique foods. Hi, Sen. I watched it with Sen last night. But for the most part, you are running and decorating a tavern, which I'm not gonna lie, seemed kind of fucking interesting. And then the last game was it was Pinball FX. They are doing a collab with Pacific Rim. So if you like pinball and you like Pacific Rim, enjoy that crossover, because you're gonna be able to play pinball with Pacific Rim themed maps. Like Valhalla. I was drifting in and out around that time. Yeah, Safi fell asleep, and then everyone dropped really fast, Sen. What are we at? 3.5? God, today feels like it's been going so fast. It does not feel like it's been 2 hours. I like it when I have people here with me.
Meow.
Yes.
A lot of cuties with you. A lot of them even aren't on screen. We've got Addy, Proxy, Bits,
Penis.
Brian, and Shocky. We had Nyashu earlier. Oh, I think Blank was here earlier. I don't see them now. Oh. Well, time to head out, Penis. What the heck? Hi, Lamb. I'm pretty sure we get to the end of this video by the time we get to 5 miles. This was a pretty long video. We'll probably be at like 6, actually. I hope you don't. Wow, okay, Bits. And get a 2-hour video? Why would you wish that on me? That's so mean.
No, they just have your health in mind.
Oh, God. Why not? Is that a bear or mouse ears? Those are mouse ears. They've got a little cheese earring. Although it might be a little hard to see with just how much is on screen right now. Because F you, that's why.
Jeez.
My breakfast today was these white cheddar crackers. And it's one of those foods that, like, I portion out a specific amount. I count the calories there, and I eat just this set amount. But, like, if I left the box open, I would fucking demolish it in a day. I like white cheddar.
You rat tail.
Can I grab it from here? I got it. I got it.
You got it.
Does it stretch? It does. Oh, I let go of it. I didn't want to pull it.
Nah, I was showing off how stretchy it was.
Full tail. I mean, that's how you're supposed to eat it. Whoa.
Not normally on, but it was like an hour ago. It was a rat meetup.
Ah.
And then I saw you on, so I was like, might as well hop in for a bit before I hop
Pog.
off.
That means there's gonna be cute rat pictures on Twitter.
Maybe. I haven't been in the past few months because I've just been passing out before they happen, and I've been bad at taking pictures.
I still think that's like the most adorable thing ever, of just the Japanese rat crew that's like, we met this cute rat, don't know if they speak Japanese, but we're inviting them. And Addie's just like, I'm having fun with everybody here. And so there's all these photos of like, all these just cute rat avatars together posing and whatnot. And Addie's just like, I have no idea what they're saying most of the time. Did you pick up some Japanese? Like, have you started to understand them more?
Very, very, very little.
Yeah, the Japanese communities are so fun to be around. Oh, we were talking about Trash Taste earlier with the whole airline luggage thing. Their recent video was age restricted, and they got that fixed yesterday. So what was happening with this Trash Taste video is they went to Hawaii, and they just did a video of them doing a bunch of stuff around Hawaii, and it's like 2 hours long. At one point they go swimming, and one of them was wearing like board shorts. One of them is wearing just swim trunks and like a button-down t-shirt. One of them, Garnt, Gig UK, shows up in a fucking Speedo and is just like, I'm here for the Trash Taste special, and the other two are just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It got demonetized because he was in a Speedo. It just got like, you know, your video has been age restricted, and they were like, what the fuck? And so they contacted YouTube. YouTube looked at it, it's been fixed. But it's still funny that like this guy wore a Speedo and got the video age restricted. Would you call it a mischief of rats? Yes. The car and gun groups are really chill. Hamburger Country, nice, 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 nice. BRB forgot to do something? Okay. A Trash Taste fan, America, yeah. I love Trash Taste Lamb. I've been really bad at watching their stuff lately. I am so far behind. And I see a lot of the stuff on the Reddit. So I'm like kind of keeping up with their news and whatnot.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
You good?
oh. You you were kind of stuttery for a second there.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if stream caught that at all. It's good now though, right?
Yes.
Okay. I've been watching. I've been keeping an eye on the subreddit for Trash Taste, so I'm like, I feel up to date with their news, but I have like seen 2 episodes in the last 7 months. Gart would show up in a banana hammock. Yeah, Eland almost fucking died. Next time he should have a bikini. Oh god. To his credit, he did look fucking good. Like, he had no gut at all. It wasn't like abs, but he did not have like any fat on his stomach. And so like, for the amount of effort that it takes to do that at his age, given I'm like the same age as him and I've fucking learned, I'm like, damn. He works hard for that. Oh, I saw a really cute story yesterday also. There was a Femboy Belly? Yes. There was two masculine transgender individuals that were riding a bus together. And they were talking about how difficult it is for them to get hormone therapy and medication. Specifically, it's hard for them to like get doctor's appointments, get testosterone supplements. Basically, the whole process of transitioning and being masculine transgender was really difficult for both of them. But because they were in public, they didn't want to openly talk about it. So instead of calling it testosterone, they were calling it T. They're like, oh, it's so hard to get T. Yeah, I had to go to an appointment to get T. And saying stuff like that. And this old woman who was sitting in front of them just turned around and was like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to, like, eavesdrop. But, like, you two just need to go to a grocery store. I know a great place that I can show you where you can get tea very easily. I'm actually headed there right now. I would love to show you if you want to come with me. And these two trans men were just like, how do we explain to her, listen, that's very kind of you, but we're actually transgender. And she's like, that doesn't mean anything to me. I would love to show you where I get my tea. So they were just like, okay, ma'am, please show us where to get tea. And so they went to the grocery store with this old lady. And she showed them the tea section and like her favorite brands. And they bought a bunch of tea. It's so fucking cute and wholesome. What a wholesome grandma. Euland is still slightly dying for me? See, I don't see like any sign that I'm dying. Everybody's smooth for me. Well, I say that, but nobody's actually moved. No, Bits' legs are moving, so everything's pretty smooth for me. Nice, I would love that so much.
Microphone? Okay. I don't know why my microphone like doesn't get picked up sometimes.
Yeah, no, that was crystal clear.
Oh, it's also crystal clear.
What?
That treadmill.
Yeah. Although it just stopped. I don't hear it squeaking at all. Oh, there it goes a little. I hear it. Yeah, it had a good 10
Four
seconds
ball
of not a single
bearings.
squeak. I want to play more Unrailed. Is that not what you want? I don't know if Air specifically wants to be licked. They probably want more like to be pushed down into the comforter and like pinned down, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know if they specifically want like licking. That's too... It's not wholesome. What's a better word? It's not rough enough for Air. Hey, yo, what? It's not forceful enough for Air's taste. We're at 4 miles. Ag. Not rough enough. He wants steffies. Yeah. Air wants to be ravaged by a bear. Air wants the Peggies. Is that too far? Am I pushing the limit there, Air? Ty's just like, huh? Nah. Just nah, you right? Okay. Alright, Air. Good on you. He's probably just flustered. True. I had a, I was checking YouTube this morning for stuff to talk about. And, my YouTube shorts bugged. And instead of showing, like, a variety of different shorts, it was just showing me only videos from a single creator. So I had, like, 14 videos recommended to me that were all from Zori and Beans. And I sent a screenshot to him. I was like, huh, I think something's gone wrong here. And this was, like, right as I was going live. So he's responded. I haven't looked at his response yet. I was setting up for stream and I was already fucking late. Before this one stopped me. But
I got you from behind.
Yeah. It's not fair.
You were just head down, arms out. It was just you were presenting. I just came in and was like, okay.
I opened VR chat, and then I opened OBS, and then I was like turning my trackers on, and getting my water bottle filled, and I come back and I have a message from Proxy, and it's just a picture of me like on the ground with my arms up like this. And I was like, fuck you, Proxy! Because, like, I don't know if you could hear me or not.
Yeah, I heard. I was like, what? I was like, I halfway heard what you said.
I was, like, still putting my trackers on and setting up. Also, you guys heard talking Unreal. What game is that? I've heard you guys talking about Unreal. So if you're talking about when Farisu talks about Unreal, she's talking about Unreal Tournament. If you were talking about today with Unrailed, the way Bits said it there. Unrailed is a game.
Get 'em, Butts.
Where you build train tracks, and you have to be building the train tracks ahead of the train. The train does not stop. It's very similar to like Overcooked, but with trains. Unrailed? Yeah. It's a very cute, very chaotic. It can be comfy. It also has times of just high stress. It also has moments of just like, oh god, we gotta go. Roxy expose him. Air wants to be pegged hard and fast. Notes. What a fuck, Lost. I love how Lost One is just delayed because he's at work right now. And he just comes back with a message like that, and Air's like, God damn it, I thought we stopped talking about this. Unreal, not Unreal. Yeah. Butts is already on my list of nicknames. When Riddle just said Unreal, I was like, Unreal Tournament? We haven't talked about that in a while. I didn't even think of like what I've been talking about all day with Unrailed. I'm glad Bits caught that. 4.2
I guess
miles.
you're unreal then. Mm-hmm.
What? Huh? Where are my Tribe's Vengeance homies at? The way Unrailed plays, Riddle, if you're not familiar with it, is that there's a train that moves. You need to chop trees down and use a pickaxe on rocks to get wood and stone. You then put that on the train. Your train creates train tracks, and you need to lay down the path in front of the train. Your train will fucking explode if it gets to the end of the track or runs into something. And there will be rocks that you cannot break, There will be bodies of water that you need to create bridges over with extra wood. Your train also needs to stay cool, and so it has a water tank. And if it runs out of water, it'll catch fire. There's a lot of just little tasks to do. That any one of them is easy, but you need to do them with 1 to 4 players. So if you're playing alone, typically you're really coordinated. It's a lot to do for one person. If you're playing with 4 people, typically there's enough people to handle every task. You know, each person can do 1 or 2 things. The problem is, that it's very tight and you can very much interrupt each other. So if you don't, like, create a lot of passageways next to the train, you can't walk past each other and you start having to doing stuff like, these train tracks I'm holding, they need to go to the front of the train now. So I'm setting them on the ground, pick them up and move them there. It is very much a chaotic game. Instead of saying Unrailed, but you get some bitches. Unreal is my first-person shooter, thanks to my mom. She was like, stop playing those dumb kids games. 3 weeks later, got home, turned on Unreal, start popping headshots, monster kills. Mom, why did I tell you to play that game? My parents bought me a Nintendo 64, and they bought me the game Gex 64. This was for, like, Christmas. And then I think a few weeks later, they bought me Extreme G3 Racing. Those were my first 2 games. At some point after that, I got Cruisin' USA and Rush 64. What other games did I get? At some point I got a Game Boy, and I think Pokemon Blue was like the first game I really dove into, and it was like, I've played this for 8 hours. And my parents were like, shouldn't you do something else today? And I was like, why? I think that was the one where they were like, oh no. At some point after this, I got Super Smash Brothers, which was funny. Because the only game in Super Smash Brothers that I had played was literally Pokemon. Mario and Yoshi, I think I'd known about them, but like I'd never played one of those myself. Didn't play Star Fox. I think I got F-Zero, so I had played F-Zero before this. Never played a Donkey Kong game. I'd never played a Metroid game. Elin restart internet after stream? I think my internet's fine. I think it's just my connection to VR chat. That or it's my computer. Augers, Gex, and Extreme G. Hi, Hun and Ellie. What if it was called Freaky Railed and everyone fucked? Okay, Ellie, sure. That's just VR chat. I never play most of the old games. I was poor. My parents were very well off. I've called them rich in the past, and they get upset at that. They're like, we're not rich, don't call us rich. And I'm like, you're in the top 1%. I don't know what you're talking about. You have 2 houses. But I call them well off because I don't like being called rich. They did work for it. My dad busted his ass. They both started off poor. At one point, my dad was a door-to-door salesman. He finished college. He got an economics degree, became an accountant, worked his way up to CFO. Like, he busted his ass. And I feel like he's earned all of the nice things in life that he has. Problem is, he just thinks, you know, everybody can do that. Definitely richer than most I know, for sure. He just has that really bad mentality of like, I did it, so can you. And it's like, that's not how life works, buddy. I feel like it's very, I don't want to say sheltered, but it's a very small worldview when you're a straight white man that everything went right for in your life. To say, I did it, so can you. Not quite. Wish life worked like that. Yeah, I wish it did also. Let's go taxes, woo. After, once I got Super Smash Bros., what did I get after that? At some point I got Banjo-Tooie. And I fucking adored the shit out of Banjo-Tooie. Holy. I remember arguing with kids on the playground about how great Banjo-Tooie was. Pixel just wants it to be 100% for the weekend. Yeah, if all of you pay your taxes today and tomorrow, we might have it for Sunday. I don't think you're gonna hit it, but that's the best shot he's got. I still need to figure out my photo for the photo contest. I played a lot of Banjo-Tooie.
I need to get going.
Bye. Thank you for hanging out.
Take care, Proxy.
Bye bye.
Good luck with your dress if you make any changes to its tearing off physics.
Oh, no, I think it's fine. These were supposed to be.
I don't think you're gonna hit it.
I think you were just expecting too much.
Well, like, it doesn't even stay there. Like, you rip it off and it's just like, you let go and it immediately closes back up.
Yeah, it's just for you. It's interactive. You hold it. It's like closed poses once you open it.
I don't know. I think it'd be nice if you could
Take a
just...
little peek and close the window.
I don't like the peek. I want it to just, you know, I want it to stay open when I've opened it.
No.
So other people can peek. Yes.
Alright, alright.
Enjoy your walkies.
I will. Bye. Everyone was playing GoldenEye or Smash for N64 or Pokemon? Yeah. I got way into Banjo-Tooie. I remember arguing with a friend on the playground. And I was like, Banjo-Tooie is the best game ever. And he was like, Majora's Mask is the best game ever. Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are the best series ever. He's like, no, Legend of Zelda is the best series ever. And I was like, you're wrong. You've probably never even played Banjo-Tooie. And he's like, maybe I haven't, but I bet you've never played Majora's Mask. And I was like, okay, you got me there. And we were like, tell you what. Let's trade. You play Banjo-Tooie, and I'll play Majora's Mask. And then we'll meet back up in like 2 weeks and see who's right. And both of us were just going into this thinking, I'm gonna play Majora's Mask and it's gonna fucking suck compared to Banjo-Tooie. And he was thinking, this dude's gonna play Majora's Mask and play a real video game. And I played the shit out of Majora's Mask. Obviously, I fucking loved it. We meet back up on the playground. And we're just like... Alright, I still like my game more, but yours was pretty fucking great. I would almost call it equivalent. Oh, you too, right? Okay, so we literally both, like, avoided each other because we didn't want to just be wrong and be like, oh, I'm sorry, you were right. And when we finally did, we were just like, okay, your series is pretty fucking goated. After that, I played Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time is good. Even back then, I was like, I'm enjoying this, but I played it after Majora's Mask. And Majora's Mask, I just look at it as better. I didn't even know anyone with an N64. The controller looked funky. The controller was fucking weird, wasn't it? After Majora's Mask, I think I just started buying a ton of GameCube games. The GameCube came out and I started getting a ton of games. I got Star Fox Adventures, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Tales of Symphonia. I still have all of my GameCube games. I got Time Splitters Future Perfect. There's a big one that I'm forgetting. Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. Sonic Adventure 3 Battle. And those are the series that, like, just... I grew up with. I know I'm forgetting one or two that I put a shit ton of time in. Once you get used to it, you realize why it's shaped that way. Yeah, I still have my mom's N64, Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, and Tetris. I think I got rid of my Nintendo 64. And I got rid of most of the games. I think I sold them at GameStop. I kept 3 of the Nintendo cartridges. Because they only sold for like $1. And I was just like, these are so important to me that I'm keeping them. I'm pretty sure I kept Majora's Mask, Banjo-Tooie, and Banjo-Kazooie? This dude was using an Alliance character for this map? You're wrong, Ty. I was using an Alliance character for 80% of this map, and I was using a Horde character for the beginning of the map. I walked through, at the start of the video, I walked through Honeydew Village and the Hosen encampment. And I was on my Horde character for those. I spare no expense for these videos, Ty, I'll have you know. And I have a max level rogue on Horde and Alliance. So that both factions are represented. Take that. I got a Game Boy Advance and Xbox with Halo. They sell for a lot now. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They're not good condition. I think like the Nintendo cartridges, I'd be surprised if they work, and they've got like a few scuffs and scratches on them. What are we at? 4.7? Ty, do we know when the Mists of Pandaria thing comes out? I'm like waiting to level characters for that, and I want it fucking now. I want World of Warcraft to be the game that I put free time into, and like, because it's not there, I've just been playing Stardew Valley. Which, Stardew Valley is a great time. I recently hit like 1 million gold earned. And, oh, I had another green rain, so I'm making a shit ton more money. It's a little after the upcoming patch, so late May or June. Late May or June? God. Yeah, I've had to scrub off oxidized contacts on the cards. It's basically the patch before pre-patch. Ugh. Wait, the patch before pre-patch? That's in months from now. Because we just had our final patch, so we've got like 6 months to go. Fuck. I kept thinking it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks away. God damn it. Okay. Maybe I level a druid now. We don't. It is. They still work though? Hell yeah.
Still can't bring myself to go back to WoW. I feel like now I've been gone way too long, and it's like no going back now.
If you came back, it would be best to do it with an expansion. You have like 2 or 3 groups that would probably like be happy to have you. My group would be happy to have you with Nyx, Will, Kron. I don't know if you know Kron. You'd have a spot if you wanted to. I would not come back now. You would probably have to buy a bit of time and whatnot, but like, if you get addicted enough, it's very easy to play WoW without spending a single dollar.
The biggest issue was trying to make enough gold for the tokens, which eventually just became unsustainable. I got a good like 3-year run of it, but like at a certain point, it just became unsustainable.
It's so if you never like lose interest in WoW, it's very easy to, because when an expansion first comes out, there's just tons of opportunity, right? You grab herbalism and mining, and you make 2 million gold in a month. It's just free. It's literally just pick it up off the ground and make gold. As the expansion goes on, you start moving away from the economy and moving toward just in-game systems. So right now what people are doing is they're doing these dragon riding races, which there's like 12 you can do a week, and each one gives you like 500 gold. And so what people have done is just leveled a bunch of alts, clear out the dragon riding races in like 20 minutes per character, spend 2 to 3 hours going across their characters, and they have bought their WoW token for the month. It's a little tedious for certain. But if you were into WoW to the point that you were playing a minimum 2 hours a day and like 10 to 15 a week, that's very easy to do.
I think before they did level crunch, I was like running old raids because those just vendored for a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
But then they nerfed that to the ground, and I was like, I have no more viable money making options.
Yeah, you can still make a decent amount of money doing it, but it's not as lucrative for sure. We don't have 6 months, and overall Season 4 lasts the duration until pre-patch. How long is Season 4 gonna last? Because I thought Season 4 was gonna be like 6 months. I thought it was gonna be like the same time as the first 3 seasons.
But now it's just a lot more on my plate for other things.
For sure.
Final Fantasy 14's having their expansion this year.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 is also having their expansion a month later. It's either a month later or a month before.
Mm-hmm.
But they're within a month of each other. Those two are releasing. It's like, there goes all my money.
Yeah. Hey, you know the pipeline. You've got trackers. It's always there for you. It's just a matter of wanting it. Have you heard me talk about the pipeline? So the pipeline is my joke. It's not a real recommendation, although if you took it seriously, it kind of would work. The pipeline is 4 stages. Stage 1, get on RuneScape. Spam in trade chat, want to sell girlfriend services, want to sell girlfriend. Do whatever you need
I don't
to
even play
at the mailbox.
RuneScape at all.
Well, this is just the starting point because it's free. You're looking to make $30 here. Once you have $30, then you move to Final Fantasy. Because you can buy 2 months of game time there. You go to the nightclubs. You sell ERP services, sell feet pics, sell lap dances. It's the same thing as RuneScape, but it's Final Fantasy, so you can make a lot more money. You're looking to get $300, about $400 here. This is where you can move to stage 3, where you can get a VR headset. And this is where the real money starts coming in. Because you know what VR chat's like. You go to the nightclubs, you ERP with people, sell lap dances, sell feet pics. You want to target furries, just because they just tend to have a lot of money. Stage 4 is the same thing. It's VR chat nightclubs. But stage 4 is when you have full body tracking and a custom avatar. The goal is stage 4, but think of this as like the late game of Stardew, where the game is like at the end, but you don't stop. You just keep making money. Hi, Dehi. And so once you're at stage 4, which, I mean, you've got the custom avatar, you've got the trackers, then you can start really making money. It's one of those things that, like, I always tell it as a joke, right? Like, I don't expect anyone to actually do it. But it's like, I mean, if you did take it seriously, you could probably pull it off. VR ho, this fucking guy, Addy Facepalm. Why not start at stage 4 right away? Well, so, in Addy's case, they could start at stage 4. But this is for people that, like, they can't start at stage 4. This is for people that are like ground zero, no money. I do not have a starting point. This is the absolutely free starting point. I'm proof that it's doable, but like, don't do it. This sounds like coming from experience. Maybe. Me starting point. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I did to get Monster Hunter World Iceborne Deluxe Edition. But I'll tell you that I didn't pay for it. Nah, fam, I think starting point is being a VR chat desky mute escort girl. Hey, yo, same? You could start there. You could start at VR chat desktop. I feel like it'd be easier to start in RuneScape. Plus, it's better for the joke to have more stages. I'm a mute for hire. Plep, plep, plep. I wanna play a druid in WoW so badly. I just want to level one. Mute for hire will never talk back. Exactly.
Yeah.
But they're still so fucking
The only
loud.
thing I'm also hesitant of is like, I've been burned really bad by the whole Diablo 4 thing.
Yeah.
I really don't trust Blizzard at all.
It's crazy to say this. I think WoW is their best IP right now, and it's in a good spot. I think Classic is doing well, and people are happy with that. I think Retail is doing well, and it's certainly doing good damage control for the last two absolutely shit expansions. But like, the people who play WoW Retail, they're having fun. The people that like raiding and Mythic Plus and PvP, they're doing all right. It's not the best thing ever, but they're content for sure. And then you look at everything else by Blizzard, and it's like Overwatch 2, yikes. Hearthstone, yikes. Diablo, height, yikes. Heroes of the Storm, lol. What's the other one? StarCraft, fucking lol. Like, everything else is just in a really bad spot or dead.
I actually watched a bit of StarCraft earlier because it's like, so one of these people that I watch for like the GTA RPs used to be like a big StarCraft 2 player.
Okay.
And there was a big gap, or like a few month gap, that was like between like their 3.0 and 4.0 release. And they're like, well, why the fuck are we playing on the 3.0 servers if 4.0 is around the corner? Fuck it, I'm taking a break and I'm going back to StarCraft. And he started playing StarCraft again. I just watched him play StarCraft.
Hell yeah. Hi, little baddie chick. I enjoy watching you play Stardew with Smug.
I still haven't checked out the Stardew update.
Oh god, it's so fun. I set up the 8-man run, and it's like, Tuesday comes, we play it with 8 people, and then the other 6 days, I'm just waiting for Tuesday. It is so stupid fun.
It's kind of how I was with the Baldur's Gate run that I'm doing. One a week wasn't enough. I ended up starting playing a solo run of it, which ended up me being overzealous and going farther than what we are in our group, so I spoil myself.
Oh no.
Like, we're just at the end of Act 2 right now, and I couldn't help myself, so I went all the way to Act 3 on my solo run.
Yeah. I've been lightly keeping up with your Baldur's run. I know I was watching last week, but it was like as I was recording, and I've been recording in BDO lately. So like, it's harder for me to just really passively do it. When I'm recording Final Fantasy or WoW, I can like pay 10% attention to what I'm recording and just chat in like 2 different streams at once. When I'm recording in BDO, I have to be like staring at a map and the game and be like, okay, I think this is the turn, I think I go left here, and I'll have a stream on the side, and I'm like, it's just white noise. Trying to remember, did Addy play with Tyson's big group?
No, it's me, Benny, Kyle and a mutual friend of me and Benny's that were our DM for our D&D campaigns.
Mm-hmm. I was actually just on voice chat with Smuggle. He's helping get my affiliate stuff set up. Hell yeah. Sentinel says I mean for Stardew.
Gotta be more specific. We were on Baldur's Gate. I think so. I think that was Tyson.
Was that before 1.6?
It was when was that? That was so long ago.
1.6 was 2 months ago, so it sounds like it would have been before 1.6.
Yeah, it was definitely not. That was years. Like at this point, years ago.
You were on Stardew when I typed. Yeah, that's probably my bad for getting to it at that point. Yeah, with 1.6, my favorite thing to do in Stardew is foraging. I just want to chop trees down all day. But that's not really good for money making. With 1.6, it might be the best money maker. They added a thing called mushroom logs, which they just produce mushrooms every 4 days. And if it's like near wild trees, it just generates more mushrooms. And so like every 4 days, I'm literally just printing like 20 purple mushrooms, 50 red mushrooms, 60 morels, 80 chanterelles, 100 common mushrooms, and then I just get to sell them for like 20,000. And it's just like, oh, it's so fun just waking up, going to a mushroom harvest, and everyone else in the game just hears the popping noise of me picking up just the bloop 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 bloop, just constantly getting spammed with like, oh god, he's just looting all of them. Hewlin wants
Yeah,
wood.
it always felt like leveling up like the forestry stuff was so slow just because how long trees take to grow.
Yeah.
So it seems like did they add an extra avenue to do that?
Sort of. So the trees grow back really fast in the mountain, the Bridge Pass, and Cindersnap Forest. Outside of your farm, they like regrow every week. So Cindersnap Forest especially is just like, the idea of clearing out all the trees there is just like, I've never done that. In the 8-man run, we're playing
Is that a new area?
No, it's where Marnie and Leia are.
Oh, that's
wizard
what they
also.
call it?
Yeah.
I honestly never knew that.
Mm-hmm. We're playing in the 8-man run. We're playing Stardew Valley Expanded, which has like Western Cindersnap Forest, which is literally just like 3 big areas and an abandoned farm that have like 1,000 trees in them that grow back every week. So like, if you wanted to just cut down trees, you will literally never have enough time to cut down all the trees and cut down the whole forest. It will be literally impossible.
I feel like you'd have a stamina issue more than a time issue.
If you were level 10 foraging, keeping food on you, and had an Iridium axe to like cut down trees and stumps in 3 hits, even then, I think you'd run out of time. It is just such a dense forest. The other big thing for foraging in base game without Stardew Valley Expanded is once you get a steel axe, you can go to the secret woods, and every day there's 3 stumps there that regrow back every single day. So that gives you a lot of foraging experience once you can get there. A blue person? That's Addie. Atticus.
I'm teal. I'm not blue.
Teal is a form of blue, right?
Actually, that's the first time someone says blue. I always get green.
Oh.
I'm actually surprised someone said blue for once.
I love watching you guys play Stardew because this playthrough is my first, so I get to see what I have to look forward to in your games. Shrimp is colorblind. Cerulean. It is very much teal. It might look a little darker because we're at like nighttime in this map right now. I love watching your playthrough, little baddie chick, because it's you, Smug. I'm forgetting their name, but the cute pixel otter that's an absolute menace, and then Oreo. And Oreo, God, Oreo sounds so fucking cute. And then they say the most, like, I don't want to say arrogant, but maybe like big-headed stuff, and the group just fucking crashes upon them and teases them, and it's so deserved and funny. He is so cute but so out of pocket. Yeah. The character fits the name very well. Let me do this. Is it not gonna bring it up? Lost one. Can you at Addy so that Kisu can follow them? Because they do stream.
No, I know. I haven't in a while. I had a tooth pulled recently, so it's like I had to like take a break for a while because it's like I'm not gonna stream when I have gauze in my mouth.
What? That's content.
It was like literally that Tuesday I had it pulled.
You could have
like big ass bunch of gauze in my mouth.
That would have been great streams. You'd be like, okay guys, real quick, tell you your guys streams. Oh my god, you're really gonna risk this? Are you really just risk this?
Depression has just been kicking my ass lately, so
oh no,
it's been hard to find motivation.
Yeah. But you got this. You can do it. She does not stream yet? Daughters Emily, gotcha. Hi, Icy Fire. Addy is mega cute no matter what color he is. I agree, but don't tell him I said that, because he doesn't like being called cute.
Wait. Where's my pout?
Followed? Nomming on the cheese during stream, cheeks puffed.
How dare.
Addy has some very comfy streams. They also play a lot of games that, like, I've just never heard of. So, like, the Patapon streams. I was like, I've literally never heard of this game. And then after watching your streams of it, I'd literally be, like, microwaving a burrito. Just waiting in the kitchen, just going, like, Patapon. What the fuck? Why am I singing this song? Like, it was so catchy and would just get stuck in my head. And I would just be singing it in the middle of nothing.
I miss the old times when like we get like demo discs of things to like try out stuff, because it's like it's through those demos of like that I discovered the Patapon series. Like it came with something I got. Like maybe it came pre-downloaded on the PSP I owned, and I'm like, oh hey, this is cool. The Pikmin series is another case in point, because a demo of that came with Luigi's Mansion, which was, I think, was Luigi's Mansion a package thing for the GameCube? I forget.
I don't think it was a...
I was like, man. It was definitely one that I got when I got my GameCube. It was one of the things that I bought with it. Whether it was packaged or I bought it separately, but yeah, it had a demo of Pikmin on it, and I was like, man, this is really good. I want to get the full game. And then 4 games, or technically 3 more games later in the series, and I love Pikmin.
I did a watch. Patapon, drum. Yeah. Is PSP game. Well, so Patapon's a PSP game. Luigi's Mansion, that's GameCube. I
GameCube, yeah.
I think I got a GameCube for my birthday. And I think the only game I got with it initially I think I got Star Fox Adventures and Super Smash Bros. Melee. It had been out for a couple months. I didn't get it like on release. But I never had Luigi's Mansion, so I don't think that came with it.
I'm currently struggling with a conundrum now because I'm in an awkward spot with Mario, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Because I'm playing the GameCube one, and the new remake is coming out like in a week.
Wait, hold on. What's coming out in a week?
The Switch remaster, remake, whatever of the Thousand Year Door.
I see. I played one of the Paper Mario games, but I didn't finish it.
I feel like if I'm gonna play the original, not a lot of people are gonna watch because everyone's gonna be wanting to watch the new remake. So I'm in a weird spot with Paper Mario right now.
Lie to them. Put yourself in the remake category. Just when they're like, "Hey, this is the original," just tell them it's your PC, it's old, and you had to turn the graphics down. Still no love for the first expansion.
It's funny. There's like screenshots. There's literally a badge that's like 1 coin in the badge shop that's shaped like a GameCube, and it changes the music to the old GameCube music.
Oh, that's cool.
In game.
Empat people, yes. I can't lick back anymore. My maple sub ran out. You just gotta watch her and get it back.
Yeah, still no love for the first Luigi's Mansion, but at least they are making the HD release of Luigi's Mansion 2, which was only for the DS. Which played with totally legit hardware was very hard and laggy. It was almost unplayable with totally legit hardware.
You don't have to watch this up. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it to you before. If there's one game that I'm like, what's a game that Addy would like that I don't think a lot of other people would play, it'd be Custom Robo. I have literally never seen anybody play that on Twitch. It probably doesn't even have a category. But that is a GameCube game that I fucking loved.
Never say never. Honestly, it probably is. I can even look at that right now.
We're at 5.8. The water bottle is getting light. Where the hell are we?
Oh yeah, there's Custom Robo V2, Custom Robo Arena, Custom Robo GX.
I didn't know there was that many. The one I played was Custom Robo for the GameCube. I don't know if it had any like special name on it, but I want to say it was towards the end of the series. I think there's one more walk after this. Maple streams like once a month right now. Sort of. She didn't stream for like 4 months, Kisu. And then she streamed like 3 days a week for the past 2 weeks, which was like, whoa! And I haven't seen her in a few days. I'm like, uh-oh. I'm so scared to message her about emotes.
I remember you talking about Custom Robo a while ago. I think I remember even watching like the gameplay trailer. When you talked about it.
It's one of those games where like
it looked interesting.
I found the gameplay trailer and I was like, this is not the best look of it. Because the great thing about it is that it's so customizable. You pick a body, you pick a gun, you pick a left gun, which is typically like a more indirect gun like a grenade launcher. You pick your boots that affect your jump type, and then you pick a missile pack. And you can pretty much do any combination of what they give you. And they give you like 20 to 30 options for each one. So the number of combinations is fucking insane.
Custom Robo Battle Revolution was the one that came out for the GameCube.
Okay.
It was also the first title released in North America.
I see.
From the series.
I wonder if the box art just says Custom Robo, but officially in the series
I think
it's
it does,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, that'll be it. Because I know it wasn't the first one. They have a lot of references to the past games in it. I really like to set up where I would basically jump up into the air and stay there. I would like be gliding around at a pretty fast pace and just stay away from the enemy, and I would just barrage them with this attack that shot like a big fire dragon directly at them that had some homing, but it was very easy to dodge. But I was also shooting like a tri-grenade around them, and also shooting out spider mines that would kind of walk toward them if they got close to them. So it was like, you needed to dodge the dragon, but if you didn't, it was very likely to get hit by the grenades or the spider mines. And it was very hard to get to me. It was very much a like, I'm gonna stay away and just barrage you. And it was just, God, it was so fun. She must not have been posting in her stream alert in Discord. She probably was. 328, 330, 423. Might have been like just remembering more than there actually was. Yulin's a dirty zoner. I was. Did I win every time? No. Sometimes I did. I had a friend that really liked this needle gun. And the needle was like an infinite juggle. And so if I got caught by him, I was fucked. Imagine giving your gun a hand job before each shot. This message is sponsored by the semi-automatic rifle game. Huh?
You actually might be right. There might be no category for the GameCube version.
I am not surprised. I don't even think it's had a game in the IP in the last 10 years. Last rifle I used was a bolt action. Custom Robo was fun. It has a decent story. It's kind of like, imagine Beyblade, where like everybody's doing Beyblades and they love them. And it's kind of like, it's been so integral to society that like even the police use them. So like when people rob a bank, they're like, give us all your money, and the bank guards are like, we'll stop you. Alright, everybody pull out your custom robos and your hollow deck, let's fight each other. Like, fucking guns and shit aren't a thing. And if you lose in Custom Robo, oh no, Foss. If you lose in Custom Robo, you feel it IRL, but there's like safety limiters. So like, if you play Custom Robo and you lose, you don't even get like bruises. But if you take the safety limiters off, you lose, you literally just go fucking flying and like get knocked out. Literally fucking thrown against the wall. And so your character, he kind of just wakes up one day and he's like, well, I'm out of money to pay for rent. I gotta get a job. Shit. And his dad died a few years ago. I don't know if they ever talk about his mom. He goes looking for jobs, and there's like a... His dad left him a custom robo that's like, hey, if you use this, you should be able to find a job pretty well. I think it's been so long. So he goes to like a custom robo detective agency, and he's like, hey, I have a pretty good custom robo. Can I get a job? And they're like, who the fuck? Are you even licensed? No, you can't get a job here. What is wrong with you? I don't even recognize your custom robo, dude. This thing's like off the grid and not like official at all. You actually thought you were gonna get a job here, dumbass? Harry, there's a bank being robbed. Go take this kid there so he can see what it's like in our line of work. And he'll go, you know, he'll get scared and he'll bother someone else. So you go with this hairy guy. He's fighting the bank robbers. And, like, you tap him on the shoulder and you're like, bro, what are you doing? You're just standing there. And this causes him to get distracted and lose. And he's like, dude, you can't just fucking tap my shoulder when you're fighting, or when I'm fighting. Oh, God, you have to fight the bank robber now. You're like, what? I don't know what I'm doing. So you fight him, and this is like your first custom robo battle without safety limiters. But you're just a natural at it. So you, like, fucking sweep 5 different robbers. And you go back to the detective agency, and the dude's like, I fucked up, and he beat 5 of the bank robbers in my place. You need to hire this guy now, because he's really good. And that's the intro to the game. You basically go through dealing with criminals, but like kind of being at odds with the police, because the police are like, you shouldn't be fucking doing this. You should leave it for the police. And they're, you're just like, well, people don't really like the police, and they like dealing with us more, so, you know, pretty sure we cooperate together. We can get along, and the police are just like, no, fuck you. That's the story of Custom Robo, without going into spoilers. There's a girl that looks a lot like Hatsune Miku. I always forget which one came first. I want to say Miku did, but... New Tarkov news. Oh, Bits, please share. If it was me, I would say no thanks, go work at McDonald's. Well, I think your character is not wanting to work at McDonald's, and because his dad was like, hey, this should make a job easy for you, fighting people with custom robos. You're like, cool, I'm down for an easy job. I saw they tried to appease the masses. Cheaters stand with the community and are targeting people that bought the new edition. Oh, God. Wow, people actually bought the new edition? That's funny. Some did, yeah. I get, like, you know, this is a bad deal, but I'm gonna buy it because... You know, I don't have a lot of time, it'll just make me happy, I've got money to spend. I understand buying stuff like that to make yourself happy in a game, if you're going through it. I did that with Pokemon. You all know how fucking much I complain about Pokemon, but I bought Pokemon Scarlet because I was going through it, and I needed a pick-me-up. And I can absolutely see somebody buying the new edition, as a pick-me-up. But I feel like there should be some, like, solidarity with it. There should be a little bit of, hey, everybody's mad at this. Maybe I don't buy this one. It's only $100 to upgrade from EOD for $250 if you bought fully new. No, the new edition is not that. It's literally pay to win. It's also one thing I hate from games. Every game wants to be the next looter shooter, but all fails just by trying. Have you seen Twitter? Everyone's mad at everything. Yeah, but that's just Twitter. It's so frustrating though, Riddle, because like, if you talk to devs, they just want to make a good game. They just want to make something that like is fun to play. It's when investors get involved that they're like, no, don't do it that way, do it this way. Look at how successful Overwatch was. We want you to do what Overwatch did. And it's like, that's not really a thing anymore. And you're trying to make money over making a good game. It doesn't matter if we do what somebody else did, or if we do exactly what someone else did. The game has to be good. Just make a good game. BSG pissed off all their big streamers with this. What is BSG? Because I think I actually saw a really funny tweet from them. I saw a really funny tweet. Battlestate Games. Okay. I saw somebody tweet from B-State Games. And they were like, they were basically lying. And said, you know, our thing is perfect. You should enjoy it. Gamers are whiny or whatever. And everybody community noted them. And then the actual Battle State Games was like, what the fuck, guys, this literally isn't me. And I was like, God, that's kind of funny. We want you to make the next Facebook. You have 1 weekend to do it. Make a good, safe, money-grabbing game. Every investor ever, basically. Yeah, do what Overwatch did and die as a game. Yeah, there was this game called The Cycle. They tried being the next looter shooter extraction, but got shot down. The Suicide Squad also. They just make a good game. PSG basically just killed themselves too. I would be surprised if they die from just this. But like, it's for certain tanked their reputation. You think Tarkov is gonna be like shut down in a month? You think they've died from this? Yeah, the Cycle didn't do too well. Cycle was really good, it's a shame. A month? No. I consider a game that you can still go and play. I'll consider it life support. But I'm hesitant to call it dead. And it can always come back. We've seen it happen before, though it's very rare, right? I wouldn't call StarCraft 2 dead. A lot of people would. I think that's just a difference of opinion and terminology. A lot of people look at a game in maintenance mode or things that aren't getting love like they used to. They're just like, oh, dead game. But I feel like a lot of them still have thriving communities. And they can always, like, start getting investment again and come back. Especially if people are, like, hoping for that.
StarCraft 2 still getting bounce patches.
Boy, really? I didn't know that.
Definitely not dead.
It popped off too late? Damn. They're going to get faced with a mass lawsuit for it for sure? Yeah. I say BSG has about 2 weeks to make changes before they have a month. EOD owners considering a class action lawsuit as BSG a registered company in the UK and not Russia like everyone thought. Want to talk about life support. How did 76 survive so long? I get why people are playing it now, but how did it survive where many went to die? Well, Fallout 76 actually got good like a year or two ago. It came out and it was trash. And it has gotten a lot of like support and updates to make it good. Now, you don't really want that with a game. You want to hit the ground sprinting. And that's how games get really big and popular. Fallout 76 was successful, but it essentially fucking flopped and came back. It's getting a resurgence now because of the show. But Fallout 76 was good for a while. What, are you like in the tower? I just see the purple rupee up there, Foss. Are you like floating in the sky somewhere? Did you get like a jetpack on your model? You're behind excess overlay, aren't you? What?
It hurts to look up that far, so I'm...
Yeah, your arm is cool. You've showed it to me before. What? What are we doing?
Looking at Fuzz.
I'm actually concerned that Bits thinks I'm serious. Foss is literally in a tree right next to me, and I'm sitting here going, what? Where are you? Oh, where? And so I'm a little worried, like, Bits is taking this seriously.
I guess Bits went into the hut. Take a dump.
Elin the Exploratress. I love the old cycle, team PvE, PvP. But it's fun getting in. But it's fun getting on a game. Get kill and be disrespected by your killer for not taking your loot. Huh. It became pretty good a few years ago, yeah. Fallout 76 was following NMS logic. ESO did the same thing? Bits was Michael Jacksoning. You F up when 75 Is better than your newer IP, cough, Starfield cough. Bits be like that sometimes. At least Bits cares about me. No, I wanted to play it on, but you spoiled that. Where's the Foss? Chat, can you show me Foss? Phosphophilite. No phospholighting.
What?
Flat.
Kick. It's it back into the ground.
Foss, you should make a map that is just like full of. It has a farm, and just in the farm rows is just your head from this model, because it's like a Foss melon farm. I feel like you could do that without too much effort.
I'm gonna stop you at the making a map part.
I just came across a mod that replaces your kids with birds in Stardew. Ew, why? That's neat, Kisu. The moment I upgrade the farmhouse and they put the crib there, I'm like, get this shit out of my house. Jesus Christ. And then I take out the beds, and then I turn it into like a storage room. I only have one more house upgrade. I need the dining room left of the kitchen. I saw it was like, oh, that's a Yulin mod. As implying Foss has something in his head, Yulin. He does have something in his head. It's all water weight, but water is something.
Fair enough.
What are we at? 6.7 miles? There's actually a chance we hit the funny number today. I don't know how much more this video is, but we might hit 6.9. I bet the contents of Foss head are tasty. I bet the contents of Foss's head are really, really bitter. Bitter and sour.
Yeah, I believe it.
Are you the friend of mine that fucking just downs warheads?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure if I was remembering that right or not.
Yeah, I like wood. I like sour candy.
I was thinking like watermelon. See, I'm also thinking like a watermelon, but just sour. Like lemon sour. Like you crack his head open, you take a bite, and immediately your mouth scrunches up, and you're just like, whoa. Warheads are good as fuck. I never particularly liked warheads. I know Foss, when he gets them, he will literally just eat them to the point where he's like, guys, my mouth is fucked up.
My tongue is bleeding.
You telling me I can make sweet and sour with Foss head? Uh-huh. So like an unripe watermelon. Yeah, same Lamau. I grew out of warheads. When it came to candies, I liked Nerds. I really liked Jawbreakers, and Gushers. But I think I was always more for like cookies. I really like the Keebler Elves Fudge Stripes. I used to go through a lot of Oreos. I like Chips Ahoy Chewies. Oh, the fucking, the Pepperidge Farm Milanos and their sugar cookies. Those are really good. Liked them as a kid. But now I'm not really a fan of fruit candy. I'm not a big candy person anyway, fruits. I still... If you put cookies in front of me, it is very hard for me to show self-control. Frosted oatmeal cookies? I don't know that I've ever had those. I prefer baked goods. Same. I'm still down for candy. And like, when a holiday comes around, you can bet I'm gonna get a bunch of candy on like a clearance sale. Fucking Halloween, and Christmas and Easter and Valentine's Day. I have gone out of my way to go there the day after and get everything on 50% sale. Pastries and such, nom nom. Starburst and Kit Kats? Oh, I do love Kit Kats. I love cake. I don't think we're gonna hit the funny number. I think we're gonna go over 7. I'm a sweets fiend, but not candy so much anymore. I am definitely a sweets fiend. I just fucking wish I could convert sugar into like nutrition and protein. If I could just live on cookies and shit, oh my god. The scientists are wasting their time on stupid shit. They need to be making healthy cookies.
I mean, technically you could just take vitamins, just eat cookies for the calories, and then just take vitamins for everything else you need, and then you're technically good.
Yeah, but vitamins are expensive.
This is fair. But you're complaining just about an issue that you could technically solve still. It does exist.
Yeah, but they need to
The
do it
solution's
better.
there.
They need to do it so that,
But-
like, cookies are cheap and healthy. And still taste like cookies.
You're asking for too much.
And I will always ask for more. What do you mean Haichu has more real flavors to them? Hi,
You know,
Zoe.
when your capitalist is coming out.
I haven't seen your response yet, Zoe. I sent you that image as I was setting up, and I essentially like closed Discord at that point. I go now. Bye bye. Have a good one. Bye, Kisu. Have a good day. Animal crackers. Haichus are nice. I don't know if better than Starburst. I don't know if I've ever had Haichus. I have had Starburst. Oh, I had a lot of peanut M&Ms growing up. I feel like there's something else I'm forgetting that was a candy I had a lot of. My absolute favorite candy. They're these like apple gummies, and I can never find them at a grocery store, but I can find them at like every gas station. They're like a green and white frosted gummy candy. I really like those. I also like Cream Savers. Cream Savers are really nice. They were discontinued for 10 years, and then in like 3 years ago they came back. I haven't picked them up yet at the store because I never look for them. But those are really nice. Animal crackers are the GOAT. And if you disagree, you're wrong. I wouldn't call animal crackers the tastiest candy or like treat or snack. But like, they're fucking great. No one should ever be like, I'm gonna pass on the animal crackers. I don't like the way they taste. I don't think they're the greatest, but I think they are beloved. Everyone likes animal crackers. Baby cookies is the goat? No, you just don't think. I died a bunch recording in BDO yesterday, Foss. The road from Bear to Old Wisdom Tree had so many fucking enemies on it. I didn't even like do the editing yesterday. I did the recording, and I was like, this is gonna be so frustrating to record. I'll just do it tomorrow. Feeling you mad, bro? No. I've been here for 6 months. I haven't checked the chat messages in a long time, Bits. Do you think you're over 30? I'll look. Okay. Let's go over the top 5. You wanna know what's really funny, Foss? You look like a plant coming out of the ground on the cliff edge. You look like just a Foss head melon. But on stream, they can't see the ground, so they just see you standing there.
Yeah, well, they don't see me standing. Those aren't my legs on stream. That's my arms.
No, they just see you standing there, but like waist up. Like you're not in a sitting down position, are you?
I'm prone right now. Those are my arms on prone.
I think because
You
it's
can't
behind
see
your
my
body,
legs right
it
now.
still kind of looks like you're sitting. I don't know.
Yeah, here, look, if I turn around, then, or if I turn it aside, then they'd be able to see. You can tell what my waist looks like. Especially if I look down, I'll probably see it more. Little feetsies are out the back.
Me, Gale, Pixel, Jan, Kisu. In that order. Unofficial prediction. Will I stay awake long enough for the portal? Yes, Icy Fire. Because the portal is going down in the next 5 minutes. We are at 7.1 miles. And at the top of these stairs, we go into the dungeon and we call it there. Why am I mentioned? Hi, Gale. Because we were talking about who talks the most in my chat. And you are number 2, Gale. Really, Gale? I'm probably up there. 26.6, 11.7, 9.7, 8.9, 8.3. Zoe, you're 20th? This is actually 20th? I didn't expect that. Good for you, Zoe. Hell yeah. 2.8k? And you're like, my 50th do better? Hang on. Hang on. It's way more competitive at your stream. That's not fair.
How do you check the log thing?
You probably need to go to like, streamtracker.com and go there. It's probably not something native to Twitch. Stream elements, stats, there it is. Oh, this went into Serpent Shrine. In the same expansion. I don't know if you care, Addy, but upskirt.
I mean, I got pants on under there, so. Yeah, it's all good. Literally for that reason.
What? What? Not doing the thing. It's not working because I'm standing up and like active. Okay. I close this. I give you guys. Oh god, I'm like drunk suddenly. We turn Wind Waker music on. I come over here.
Yuland, you've got to step up your game in mind.
What the fuck?
Your
I
third
have
place.
this open still? I need to start spying on people. Where's my mouse? No, actually, where's my mouse? There it is. I need to spy on this person. I need to spy on this person. I need to spy on this person. Okay. Now I'm getting channel points in all my streams. I'm the top
Galen,
last.
or not Galen. Galen, did you hear what I said?
Nope.
I said you need to step up your game in mine. You're only 3rd place.
Dude, I have trouble staying awake for your whole stream. I have like
You
kind
want
of.
to know what's in 2nd place?
Ooh.
Above you?
Ooh.
Stream Elements.
Okay, I don't feel so bad then. That's because you have a lot of automated messages from Stream Elements. There's all the new people. You do.
Oh, I guess actually it tells me when. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, everything's getting wobbly. It's also time for me to leave work, going to drive. Okay. There's all the hidden people. Well done, you and this fire. Okay, wow. Now it's really hard to see. Thank you, Wrath. Probably going to hop off for foodies. Okay. There's so many of you now. There were 3 people to my left that were being comfy. Alright, everybody look away. Don't look at me. Everybody fucking turns around to look at me. I'm adjusting my trackers. It's embarrassing. They're just hard staring. It's done. Go back to doing your thing. So rude. Good nom, Shocky. Thank you for hanging out. Always a treat. I'm sweaty and tired. Oh god. Avatars. Switch to this one. Okay. Close that. Shocky just jumped in the ocean and disappeared. Where are we going? I did Midnight Drive yesterday.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I haven't been to Afterglow in a while. Portal. I knew Icy Fire could stay up for the portal. We burned 1,075 calories. You know what's fucking insane to me? I only intake 1,400 calories a day. And then I burn 700 to 1,200 a day. Just with the walk. And still, I'm not, like, shedding pounds. That is so, like... How the fuck is my body just so good at maintaining calories? I fucking... Ugh, I hate it. Okay. Oh, I'm at like the perfect height. I want this here. Yeah. I'm at like a super weird angle. What the fuck? What did I even do?
Getting more holds.
No. If you had some muscle, you'd lose weight faster? Huh? Your body is made like a champion. It's made like a Northern European peasant and designed to maintain calories through the barbarian raids and cold winters. That's what my body is made like. Ugh. Ugh. What the fuck? Ow. Time to go to Just H. Okay, Bits. Hi, Johan.
Have fun.
Enjoy comfy Just H vibes. If you had more muscle, your resting calorie intake would be higher. Therefore, you'd lose more weight. Addicted again? What'd you get addicted to? Oh. It doesn't bother me when it's on me, but when it comes off very suddenly, that's when it's like, oh, flashbang. New Vegas? That's like the best Fallout game, right? Like, isn't that everyone's favorite? You love you. How are your meetings going, Pixel? I hope they're going well. You don't want a body that is like a tank's but get insta-killed by Cloudwind? What I want is a fucking huge ass. Decent thighs. I don't need like chonkers. And then a really slim upper body. New Vegas take over for 10 days? I can't work on my blender? Oh no. Alright, what are my plans for today? It's Friday. So that means VR chat with Correlator. I have a bunch of worlds to show her and exploration stuff. But I have a feeling she's gonna be like, I'm tired, let's just watch food videos. And build like a WoW orc. I always like making femboys in characters. Or in video games. And World of Warcraft is just the one game where I fucking cannot. There is not a single femboy race that even slightly works. Respond to Zoe's message. Or maybe you still drink too much goddamn fatting milk? That's not really how milk works. And I literally only drink 1 or 2 cups a day. Oh, good, because my list is empty. If you have a lot to show, I do. If you remember that, Metroid map we went to, that guy has posted like 20 Metroid maps. So we have like just a whole bunch of like Metroid maps we can run through. Not even Elf? Not even Elf. So WoW has, I think, 4 flavors of elves. They have Night Elf, Blood Elf, Void Elf, and Nightborn. Night Elf dudes are very muscular. They're very tall, very muscular. There's no, like, I get to change the height of them. They're, like, the tallest dudes on the Alliance. They're very muscular. They're very chiseled. They don't have a single soft face. They all look so angry. Blood Elf dudes are pretty much the same, just a little bit shorter. You can get a venti haircut with them, and you can give them pink hair, but then they still look like a fucking Adonis with their, like, chin shape, and they're so muscular. It's like, ugh. Now, they're fucking feminine compared to fucking orcs, which are literally just brick shithouses, but, like, I don't know. I see a male Blood Elf, and I'm like, this is still very masculine in my eyes. Nightborn are just a reskin of Night Elves, but they look old. They literally just look old. And then Void Elves. Void Elves are just reskins of Blood Elves. So, same issues that Blood Elves have. It's just like, man, I hate this. Meetings well. Met on a train? What do you mean you met on a train? Oh, Metroid maps? I should play Prime 1 LOL. If I had a lot of time, like if I just had infinite free time, I would be very interested in going through all the Metroid games, especially the 3D ones. I played Metroid 1, but I never finished it. I just remember it not clicking with me at the time, and I'd probably have a lot more fun now. Do it? I just don't have the time, Hunt. It's one of those things, it's like, I'd like to do it, but like, with the stream every day, with recording videos, and then all my plans with friends, it really just doesn't leave me much time. And at the end of that, there's just other things I'd rather do. Like, I would like to play Metroid. I would prefer to play Stardew. And so it's just like, a lot of games that I am interested in like that just end up not happening. I'd really like to play the Mega Man Zero Legacy Collection. I'd like to play Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie again. I'd like to play a lot of the old Zelda games. You know, I've never beaten Ocarina of Time, and I'd like to go back and say I have. What's another game that's like I'm interested in? There's a lot of survival games. I never really did much with Power World. I literally never downloaded Enshrouded. Same thing with Conan. There's too many games to play. All Yulin wants to do is walk, then rest until Tuesdays for multiplayer Stardew runs. Honestly, we walked yesterday, and then I napped for an hour in VR, and then I got out of VR because it just wasn't as comfy, and I was having trouble falling back asleep. And literally, once I got out of VR, I literally sat at my computer, and I was just like, I'm actually kind of tired and not ready to get up. So I just went and laid down in my bed, and I ended up laying down there for like 3 hours. After that, then I played a bunch of Stardew. Then I played Unrailed with Spacefish and Core and Safi. And then after that, I recorded BDO. And then I slept for another like 5 hours. I slept like 10 hours yesterday. And I will do it again. Day 300 is fast approaching. Yeah, how much time do you spend in VR a day, Yulin? Is why you were up later than usual? Yes. I was up later than usual because I got good, meaningful sleep outside of VR after my walk. Imagine being 300 years old. So I spend a minimum of 3 hours on stream doing the walk and whatnot. I like to go longer than 3 hours, but if we have like a minimum distance 5 mile walk, typically we'll end the walking part at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and then when I sit down like this, my brain starts winding down. When I'm walking, unless I'm like exhausted from incline, I'm typically thinking faster. That's when I'm more alert and awake, and I can more easily flow through conversations and topics. Once we get to the part where I'm sitting down like this, I start getting real comfy, and I start really slowing down. And I feel like when I get like that, a lot of the times I struggle to keep up a good conversation. And so when I get to the point where I'm like, I don't know what to talk about, and I don't want to just sit here and be like, I know there's a lot of streamers that, like, I'm not bashing them at all. There's a lot of streamers who their content is just being cute on stream. And, like, most of the people show up here because they enjoy the conversation and interactivity. And so oh my god, that's actually gonna make me sneeze. Oh my god. My nose just scrunched up from that. when I get to the point where my conversation is like slowing down, I typically look at it as this is a good time to end. Gotta be comfortable in silence. I can be comfortable in silence. I just like the consistency of my stream. I don't want to go from like 2.5 to 3 hours of like fast conversation to then like just eye candy stream, comfy vibes. I want it to stay as one thing. I have a few friends who when they stream, there's like very little talking, and it's just them, literally just them interacting with the chat. And when I say interacting, I mean like, you know, boop, being cute, posing, rolling around, and it's just like, I don't think that's bad content at all. I just think it's very different from the first half of my content. So when I start to wind down, I'll typically look for someone to raid then. And then I will immediately fall asleep. Unless I get wrapped into a conversation that I'm like very invested in. What often happens, I'm gonna call this person out, is Ellie will start telling me about their day, and I will just fall asleep cuddled up into them. I just get so comfy listening to her that I very often fall asleep on them. And I'm always worried. I'm like, I hope that doesn't come off as rude. I hope that they're not thinking like, oh, I'm so boring, Eula just falls asleep. It is just, I get so comfy with them talking next to me that I just doze off. Ellie mentioned. Yeah. I mean, no, we weren't talking about you at all, Ellie. Don't worry about it. Nah, that's sweet. That is very common bedtime, nap time story for me. Oh. What time is it? 12:40? I don't know. My plans for today. We've got the VR chat stuff with Core. I need to edit my BDO stuff from yesterday. I hope it's usable. I really don't want to re-record any of that. After that is Old Wisdom Tree to Odraxia, which is not a video I'm looking forward to at all. That one's going to be very long. And when I first ran along this, I ran, and so none of the enemies along the road could, like, really give me an issue. But when I'm walking them, I'm discovering a lot of enemies will 100% give me an issue. I found 2 snakes. No, I was killed by a gargoyle, a poacher, and a snake yesterday. I'm hoping there's nothing like that on the way to Odraxia. It's a very long walk. But we will see. Other than that, I don't really have any plans too much. I found some good information for Stardew. I kind of don't want to say it out loud because I don't want people in the 8-man run to know about it. I want to keep it a secret for myself and extort them a lot of money. Although I did tell Spacefish. I did tell Spacefish yesterday because I was in a Discord call with her. Capitalist run? You know it. You know it. We ain't sharing around here. You want wood? There's fucking prices on it. 20 gold per hardwood. Keep your secrets? Hell yeah. We've got the Addies looking at me like, what? What? That's not what Stardew is about. The capitalist run. Everybody's got their own money. No sharing. No team camaraderie. Your income is your own. Let's check on who's live. Oh. For a second, I froze Exos overlay. Oh. Leafeon's is streaming and she has
Oh.
Bia with her. Although I see someone else that I would very much like to raid. So we're gonna be going there soonish. My friend. Excuse me. My friend Leafeon's. She had a viewer that really liked her, and so they made a very chibi and extremely expressive version of her model that they would show up on stream with, and just make some of the cutest fucking clips. It looks like there's 2 of them. Bia is so fucking cute, and like Leaf was able to fucking use that to just blow up on TikTok. We're talking like clips with millions of views. TikTok fucking loves Bia. Congrats on another Walkulin. Thank you. Oh, I didn't update the title. I'm already sitting down. Do it from here. 7.1. You guys get to hear the pops. That's how I feel. Miles. And now you guys get to hear all the pops.
I should have been asleep hours ago.
I'm gonna be falling asleep soon. The moment I end, I'm gonna pull out this futon and fall asleep on the floor on it. WoW didn't update the title Wash Streamer. That is a fucking 180 techno. This isn't walking. So like the first 30 to like 40 days, I wasn't updating the title, right? I'd be like, day 37 of walking, and almost every fucking time, somebody would come in and be like, this doesn't look like walking, and I was just like, dude, I did 5 miles. Like, we did the walk. That's what we did for 3 hours. And they'd be like, I don't know. And so I literally started updating it just because people would come in and be like, this isn't walking. Gonna sleep before you shit talk my shorts match. I am Zoe, because I don't like to look at Discord in VR because it's difficult to respond to it. And so if I look at Discord, if I look at all the things, I basically clear out the notifications, and then I forget to come back to it. And so for like 2 or 3 weeks, I was basically looking at what people were sending me on Discord and then never responding. I was like, I'm fucking awful at this. I need to not do this. And so the solution was, when I get in VR, I just don't look at Discord. I just don't. If I'm expecting something from someone, so I'll probably like glance at Discord, and if I see a message from somebody, I'll respond to it. That is a very like need to happen ASAP conversation. But other than that, I'm like, this person can wait. It's probably not an emergency for them. And I will nap, and then when I wake up, I will go through all the notifications, and that's when I'll message people. You're sitting down. False advertising. Should find a way to automate that too. I feel like it's an easy enough thing that it doesn't need to be automated. Also, I don't even know how I would automate it, right? To include the distance we went that is based on something that I need to manually input because that comes from the treadmill, that sounds difficult to automate. Need to make a bot to update title? I don't know. That does not feel... that does not feel worth it. The level of effort after you get track distance from a Fitbit or whatever, that still feels like it would be a lot of effort when the solution is just, I can type it in. Like, even if I forget to do it while standing, I can just be like, oh, I'll just do it here. Click, 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 click. I just saw the plushie that you put back there, Addy. Wispu always puts like 6 dolls in every map. I like the alligator the most. I like the alligator, especially in maps where like it doesn't have gravity and physics. So you can just stick it to a wall and it's like, look, it's a gecko. It's an alligator pretending to be a gecko. Dude, I'm gonna start a carbuncle PETA. Oh my god. Let them be, Zoe. They're just living their best life. It's weird when they include other people's characters, but whatever. I swear to God, these things get the short stick. Is it time? I think it's time. I need to.
The time has come.
Yeah, I need to resub to Final Fantasy now that Zoe has me thinking about it. I need to go through post Endwalkers. It's just I'm having so much trouble finding the motivation because I'm like, we saved the universe. Good job, everybody. The fuck you mean there's more story? And everybody's like, it's not about the scale, not about the scope. And I'm like, well, if it's not, then what are the fucking what's on the line? But
adventure.
I feel like if I was the
that
warrior
are
of light,
logging in every 2 months to keep your house, like I do.
I feel like if
Literally,
I was
that's
the
all
warrior
I
of light
do.
and I saved the universe, I'd want to fucking retire. I'd be like, I don't want adventure. I just want to fucking lay back. Give me a fucking spa. Just, you know, all the people I saved, you know, I saved the world, you fucking owe me. Build me a spa retirement home. That's what I ask for. That's what I'd be doing if I was the warrior of light. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Behavior. Look at me. Auto level. Oh, I immediately fell back down.
I'll come back.
This time I'm not gonna fall down. We're gonna look at this pretty skyline.
Famous last words.
Famous last words. Brew.
Long live the king.
We're gonna go to Wagumi. I don't remember the last time I raided her. And I love Wagumi. Taxes is at 136k. You got this, guys. You got this. Make it happen by Sunday. I've been making a lot of vacation outfits. It's vacation time for my character. Also, did you Google body temperature when person sleeps, Ewan? I thought people Googled it while we were talking about it. I thought people were saying it goes down. There's the socials. / raid. Wagumi. Oh! Did she just raid somebody? Oh man. I just missed her. Alright, where are we going instead? I can't believe I just missed her. I was like full on set on that. I can't believe this. Alright, I have a good target. We're gonna go to Mrs. They're playing Stellar Blade, which is a game we've been talking about a lot. But yeah. We did 7.1 miles today. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna take a nap. I will ping Discord later when we do the VR chat stuff with Core. So if you want to see more, we'll be doing stuff then. Other than that, I love you. Bye. Oh, I didn't open Mrs. stream.